Dude, we have 200 people booked for an hour from now. I don't know why, but it was twice as many as normal today. I'm pretty freaking excited.
That's
Um,
awesome.
yeah, I don't really know how to explain why it's so much more than normal, but like within 1 hour, we had 200 bookings. I was like, what the
Somebody,
good
somebody
message.
must have sent something out, an email or something.
Well, it's right when I sent my emails and texts. So it's the ones I sent. Um, but I guess maybe the copy was just a little better. And, at scale, a little bit better copy can make a big difference. Um, this time I said, I was like, hey guys, we updated the video on the master class and it covers everything that I talk about in my mastermind in the first 5 minutes. Click to book instantly for the 2 p.m. and check out the master class now. That's all it was. And it said, you're going to find out about my bonuses. Same thing I always say. So I don't know. A little tiny different, bit different. How's it going, Butch and Travis? What can I help you guys with today?
I'm actually here to just learn this time. The team has done yeoman's work in the last since the
Good.
last time I talked to you.
Good. Bro, that's what these meetings are for. Cause like, a lot of companies keep it down to just doing automations. We do a lot of stuff and it's all custom. And so as you can imagine, it's like these meetings are so important as a touch point. And while it can be a little embarrassing if something has slipped, like I have to have this door open so that we can keep things moving right and so I can figure out the problems. And so thank you. No hard feelings whatsoever. Thank you for bringing it to my attention. And I'm glad that they were further along than we thought as well.
Yeah, I think what would be helpful there is if there
Mm-hmm.
was some kind of and I don't know how you do it, so forgive me, I'm just
Mm-hmm.
spitballing it,
Go
but
ahead.
some kind of a dashboard where we could see what they're using, like what they've used.
What they're
Like, okay,
working
this
on.
is how many hours you have, this is how many you have left.
Right. I think we're working on an automation that will sync up the total hours used from Hubstaff to a custom field so you can request it from the AI. Nyan, have we made progress on that? I know we were working on that a few weeks
Yeah,
ago.
so Travis already pulled up that. So we are actually working on that. So it will just ask their name, and we have the Google Sheet embedded with the
There
GPT
we
step.
go.
So he can search for the hours.
Okay.
That's awesome. No, I
That's
appreciate it.
good.
They sent me I asked for like a paper and
Mm-hmm.
they emailed me
Yeah,
something
yeah.
or put it in
The
but I'm
breakdown.
just saying, so I don't have to bother them with,
Right.
hey, what's,
The to get the screenshots and full reporting, you have to have like for you to log in and only see your stuff, you have to have an account. I think it's like $30 a month. So some people pay us extra so they can log in whenever they want, but it's really not a big deal for us to, if you want it, for us to just pull what you need and send it to you. And so
yeah,
that's
or a
yeah,
spreadsheet or something, or once a
spreadsheet
week or
works.
whatever, some way
And
just so
then
we can track it.
the other change that I'm making is in Nyan, you know how they're gonna do the loom. So here's the thing: after every time any team member, because obviously we've got like 7 departments, anytime a team finishes a task, a team member, because we realized like there was a lot of stuff that was done and you just didn't know was done. And I'm like,
Right.
every time a team member finished something, they should have sent a loom. So your channel would have been full of looms, like, hey, done, 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 done. And that you would have felt a little different. You know what I mean?
100%.
And
100%.
so I'm like, that's what we need to do. And why don't we say how many hours it took as well? That would be another helpful thing to put in those videos.
Yep.
So just little tweaks, and I think we're right here over the line where we've got a really smooth system. Um, it was a similar thing with Bob a couple weeks ago. He didn't realize how far along his stuff was, and so and we're working on Jamie's stuff too. Niana, I spoke with Jamie yesterday, and he was saying that he still wants to get his outbound voice finished up. I still don't think that's finished up, and so when's the next meeting with you and the team? I think maybe it's good for me to come on one. We can talk through it right now too, but I want to figure out how we can help you
Sorry,
monetize all those people
had
with
to
prop
unmute.
AI. You're good.
Tuesday morning, 10:30.
Okay. Well, what can we do to help monetize prop AI? So what do we need? Do we need to like integrate that into a sub account snapshot? And how easy is this thing to set up? You say he built an integration for you specifically?
Um, I believe I'll have Prop AI. It's on the App Store right now, but there's an integration piece on the back still not working. So once it's
Okay.
there, it'll be a click drop and
Okay.
that'll work. I think the biggest thing for me at first is to get the onboarding working correctly. So that's more of a flow, which we've talked
Yeah.
about that. It's getting put in place. The inbound agent, which again, they said
Mm-hmm.
they have some corrections for that, but it
Mm-hmm.
wasn't in my account yet. So I'm not sure if that's working correctly yet or not.
All right.
So once that stuff's working and I have per se the basics working for the super snapshot,
Mm-hmm.
I'm good for a while with that working correctly. And then from there, um, I'll let you try the prop AI on an account to see what you
Mm-hmm.
think of that and whether we use that for outbound calls altogether
Well, I mean,
or
you're getting a lot of answers. It sounds like I wonder why they can't just get their model to be a little bit better. They've got that getting that much volume through is the hard part. You know, a good voice AI model isn't easier than that. I feel like everybody else has the voice down, but they don't have the volume down like that. It's hard. I don't know how they're doing that. Um, you got to swap the numbers and do all types of crazy stuff to send that many. It was very impressive.
the founder is a has a PhD in rocket science. So he's
Yeah.
actually
It's,
super
so this is
nerdy.
right. Yeah, it is rocket
Yeah,
science to make that
it
happen. I
is.
feel yeah.
Yeah.
Oh
So
man.
he's got a lot
Yeah.
of that down. It's just
He needs one
yeah,
final tweak and that'll be crazy. So guys,
Yeah,
just
it's
that's your
really,
call
really
sign.
close.
That's your like slogan. It is it
it
is
is
rocket.
rocket. Yeah.
Right.
Don't try it yourself. Dude, I like so many things. They seem easy and it's been like getting volume with voice AI outbound is extremely difficult. These cell phone things, bro. I probably spent 100 hours personally on those things. And dude, they are so hard. They get shut down all the time. So I'm just like, I just booked 200 meetings today in a couple hours. We've got 200 that booked for the 2 p.m. within the first hour of me sending out the messages. I'm like, that seems much more scalable. Ads and then um, just the AI in high level. But eventually someone's going to crack it. And it sounds like your guy's really close, Jamie. I saw somebody on here that I think may be a new client, a non-client. MYE. What's your name? Maybe I know you, maybe I don't. MYE.
Hi, my
My. Did
yes,
you I think you may have joined through a joining link in your email. Is that right?
yes, that's right.
Yep. So basically the session for people that are coming in the first time starts at 2 p.m. But look, you're totally welcome to join here. I just want to make sure these are all my current clients. Some of them are do it yourself, some of them are done for you. And I spend this first hour helping them. It is 3 times a week. So and at 2, what I'm going to do is then I'm going to go into all of the like things that come with our package, all the stuff that you would need to know. We've got a ton of stuff we give away basically for free. And then we also have the done for you side. So
Like the
uh,
basic ones. I need the basic ones.
yeah, just like you mean like self setup
That
version?
yeah, that's right.
Yeah. So here I'm going to send you this link. And while I'm speaking to my current clients, you can check this link out.
Okay.
You see the one I just dropped in there? So you can stay on here and, even pop in with a question if you've got one. But that link right there, in the first 10 minutes, I cover everything that I'm going to cover in this 2 p.m. session that's coming up here.
I
And so if you watch that, and then down below in the FAQs, I talk about a bunch of stuff. One thing that's in those FAQs that you'll want to put your eyes on that's not mentioned in the video is the ADA tax credit, because you can actually get this expense pretty much 50% covered by the government, because all the things we do with AI, voice communication and texting, it makes things more accessible for people with disabilities. And so it qualifies for the same thing wheelchair ramps qualify for, funny enough.
I see.
Yeah, so check that out. And then you can also, the form on the right side of that page I just sent you, you can follow that all the way through to get all the bonuses, to get access to all my free stuff, and even like to do everything. So like fully automated on that page I just gave you. Um, but thank you, Mai. I'm glad you're here. Well, tell me real quick about your business. What type of business do you have?
I'm barely new with a marketing agency. I have a an Amazon business that I'm trying to um close and be focused on my service-based business
Mm-hmm.
and buying stuff.
Mm-hmm. Cool. Well, I think like with any kind of e-com, there's a lot of synergy between AI and it, because historically, you didn't make sense to have a sales rep to call your leads back or call anybody who visited your site. But there are so many ways that you can use AI to send their text at the right time. If maybe they visit a certain page where you know what they're there to see, you can have AI send them a text or pop up on the screen and say, "Hey, I see you're looking at our refund policy. Do you have some questions about our products, or do you have an issue with one of them?" So many different ways you can create synergy between HighLevel and ecom. And then if you're doing an AI agency,
Yeah,
like the document that I have, everything we do is to support other white label agencies. You know
I
what? I just realized there's one portion that's not on that I need to add to the FAQs there. But I'm not going to get into that right now. Just check that document out, the page I sent you,
yeah, I will.
and let me know if you have any questions. I'm
Thank you, sir.
excited. No problem. No
I'll be
problem.
there at 2 o'clock. Thanks.
See you too. All right, guys. So if you see Kedar, Butch, we haven't heard from you yet, man. What's going on, bro?
Everything's good. May I ask you a real quick question on my
Of course.
the I touched on it last week. Should I do my high level registration in my personal name or underneath the business that I originally contacted you under?
Hmm.
Since I'm starting these other businesses. They're
Right.
texting me, I want to set up a time with them, but I don't know what do you want me to do.
You can change the name and the business associated with a high level at any time. So you
Okay.
can once you're signed up or once you upgrade, and make sure when you upgrade, you don't just do it through high level. Make sure you do it through my link.
Right.
I've got
How do I
links
get
for
your
yeah.
how do I get your link?
You want the 297 upgrade link?
No, I'm gonna stick with where I'm at until I get this other
Okay.
moving forward, which will be in the next month. But
All right. Well, when you need it, like the survey on the masterclass page will
right,
take you and it's on our website too. If you just go to the homepage of our website, and Diane, we need to
right,
update the survey there so that it refreshes and has both steps, just like the one on the masterclass page.
okay,
Um, but on the homepage of our website, if you go through that survey, just fill it back out like you haven't been through it. And then when you
right,
get to it, it'll get you a page where it has all the different upgrade links.
all right. And then
Mm.
I call the high level people, all right, because they're calling me, and I didn't want to call them back until I
Yeah.
I got your
Don't upgrade through them. Yeah, upgrade through
come on.
me. Yeah, thank you.
But
That
that initial link, I want to make sure because listening to it, there's been several people that seem to have had a challenge
yeah.
making
Well,
sure that you register.
you already have your trial, right? You already have a high level account, don't you?
I think so. I mean, been on it for 30 days,
Yeah.
and that's why they charged me yesterday
Yeah.
or yeah, sometime recently.
Well, I believe that we confirmed you were good to go under me and everything.
Okay.
Am I forgetting something? Did we maybe have an
Nope.
issue? Okay,
Nope.
good.
Not that I know
Well,
of.
you should be good to go, bro. And you don't need to change anything there. That's set. And then whenever you need to do done for you, you can just grab a 15-minute one-on-one call with
Right.
me. I know you're gearing up for that next week, I think you said.
Yep. So do I need to call the go high level people back or just leave it like it is?
No, I don't think there's anything you need to call them for. You're good.
Okay.
Not that I know of. Yeah, they
Right.
probably just I heard they call people right when their trial is ending to try to upsell
Right.
them. Is that what happened?
I
Yeah,
don't know. They called me. I'm not calling them back though until
you
I
don't need
talk to
to.
you. So that's
Yeah,
good.
you're good to go. Cool.
Right.
Um, who else we got? Kedar, what's up, man? You got any new sales? Anything I can help you with, man? I don't know if he can come off. He might be in the field. There he is.
Yeah, I'm right in the field right now.
You
So I'm
always
kind of
are, man. I love that.
yeah. I'll check in a minute. Talking to a prospect right now.
All right. Talk to him, bro. Are you going door to door right now?
Uh, calling,
Calling.
cold
Okay.
calling.
Cool. Keep at it, brothers. I love that. So he's cold calling, has us on a mute while he listens.
Yeah.
Man, that's awesome. Cool. Well, it sounds like I've talked to everybody here. Anybody else got anything I can help with? Even if it's just figuring out what to do next and if you already got
I hate
irons
to
in
be
the
the guy that
fire,
asks this every time. How's the marketing going? Because I can't wait to get it.
the reposting stuff.
Yeah.
So last night I got my spreadsheet done and I had to kind of figure out how to organize this because I need to have it and I did figure it out. So it's a bunch of different tabs, and then I've got my different ideas for types of videos, and then every day So it's like now I figured out the structure, and then tonight I'm finishing linking all the assets I have and then mapping out a little further for the categories I don't have more than a week out, and then it should just flow. It's been yesterday. So here's how it goes. So I have these events, and this takes a lot of energy from me on the days I have these. And then after the event, I send out a text to everybody that booked, and I say, hey, if you didn't get to talk to me, book a one-on-one, but I'm going to expect you to sign up for either a done for you or a trial. And then I get like 7 meetings. And so the great thing is my calendar's booked up, and I don't have to do any cold calling. But it's a lot of heat on me. And then so so like now that I have it mapped out in this template though, I can give this the way that I've mapped it out. Like once you have it planned out and organized, it's pretty easy to make the content. And so I can do it in like an hour on it, maybe 2 hours on Sunday. But this having it mapped out and just handling clients has held me back. So today, the creative team, they had to do more animations to the new part of the masterclass video. After that, I'm having to make a PDF of the ADA compliance page. And those two things are still ahead of them getting to the videos. And it's just like, you know, I wish, yeah. So still working on it is the answer, but I'm getting there. And
I'm
I
not trying
want
to
you to
get
have it
past.
too.
I want to start.
Yeah. Well, I'd say the easiest thing you can share right now, well, you want to start posting it to all your socials. Do you have the link that has my ad that you can share, right? Are you looking specifically for one to post to socials? Because I can send you the number one high performing ad I have.
Yeah,
But I'm
send me all of that. Yeah, whatever you have,
okay.
I can start posting it.
I can already get that. I can get that over to you today, brother. I'll put that on my calendar just to give you what we have.
And
Um,
I'll just put it in my GHL and just push it out.
okay. I've got 3 links that we have now. One sends them to the masterclass page, which is good because they can click on it and see everything without having to opt in. And it's, really high quality because it's the high level interview. And then I have one where it just shows them my video, which is like my ad, the same one that people come through on Facebook. And then they have to opt in after that to get to the rest of it. And then I have one that's straight to calendar booking, straight to the masterclass or mastermind booking. So those are the 3 we have. If
And
you're
I would
trying
just
to,
use my links then, right? Like I would drive it all through my links, or do I
yeah,
have
so if you register for the affiliate program, you should have all 3 of those, like your
I
affiliate
do.
link version. And those are the ones you'd want to share out if you're sending it out through high
Social.
level. The ones that I'm coming out with next week are the ones, and hopefully it'll be next week, are the ones that because I've realized, bro, I met with high level yesterday. Even though this month we're crushing it, they look at MRR. So that means like it actually
Sure.
has to turn into revenue the next month. And so right now I'm suffering from the fact that in January I didn't have ads running for the first half of the month. So the MRR they're seeing this month is what I had from January, not what I'm doing this month. And so I think that next month I'll be ready to get their sponsorship back, but I need to be doing like, apparently it looks like 5K new MRR on trials or high level subscriptions per month to get 5K, and then more like 10K to get 10K. And so right now it's not even close, not even close. The other thing that I'm realizing I'm not doing, everybody else is doing, like most of the high level top affiliates, they're pushing YouTube ads, and they like do organic posting every day, like I'm gearing up to do, and then they promote their most viral video. And I think that's going to work much better for me. So like, although I'm saying like, my team has these 2 things to work on, and yeah, I would say those 2 things are more important than the content I'm gonna have them edit as soon as they get done with the PDF and then the masterclass final edit. It is super important for me to do these daily YouTube videos. That's the thing that's holding me back from being the same, being on the same playing field as the other top affiliates. So I'm sure it'll be really impactful for you guys when you can reshare it too, because that's what they all do. You know what I mean? So that is my mission for today. I don't think I have anything after today. Well, I'll send out that link to book everybody who doesn't, to book everybody for one-on-ones after this meeting, but I should have a good bit of time in addition to that to finish that schedule. So yes, sir. What's going on, Rob? How are you, man?
Hey Rob.
How you doing?
A little bit of a fever, stomach bug, and a
Oh,
thumping headache, but I'm trying to push through that. Allergy season, starting to warm
yeah.
up,
It was
and
hitting me last week.
yeah, starting to warm up here in Wyoming and springtime coming. I've
Mhm.
struggled with allergies my whole life. I don't think I've been able to breathe out of my nose since I was probably about 5.
Oh man. Yeah, I was like getting hit with something last week, and I also quit Zins, the nicotine pouches last week, and I have
Yeah,
probably been hooked on some form of nicotine for like 2 years.
yeah,
So it was like a good mix of nicotine withdrawal and allergies, or maybe I just was withdrawing and it felt like fever. I don't know, but I'm good. I'm glad I'm finally off that. That was it took me long enough to kick, for sure. Um. I guess I was kind of I feeling I was so stressed, and I guess now I'm like feeling more settled, and I'm like, dude, I need to be grateful for what I got and not do anything that's gonna shorten my lifespan. So I'm
yeah.
feeling better. I'm feeling like much better. My appetite is way better. That was the main thing it affected. What's up, Kedar? You get a little break between calls?
Yeah, man, got a quick break going.
How many how
Definitely on
many
the
se-
phone, man.
how many sets do you get a day usually?
You know, um, I just this morning I just scheduled two appointments
That's
for
that's good,
one for
solid.
tomorrow, one for Tuesday. Yeah, so and then I scheduled a look. I scheduled it, man, probably good 5, 6 a day. In
Yeah,
between because I'm doing another thing
bro,
too. I'm
that's
actually working with a remodeling company that I'm setting appointments for them too, so I can keep some steady money coming in.
bro. If you're doing 5 or 6 appointments a day. That is
Yeah.
that is really impressive, bro. Really
Yeah, I got
impressive.
some stuff going. Now I had to change my strategy. I started realizing because I've been able to set some good appointments, but then like closing folks, has been like the challenge as far as them
Hmm.
doing. And then me and you talked about like that strategy, and I know that's gonna work. But I said, you
Yeah.
know what? I tried something else, and I'm gonna reverse my strategy. I think I'm gonna take more of a page out of your book and like high level, right? I'm gonna go SaaS with it,
Yep.
and because I was talking to guys as far as the websites. I'm gonna go for the websites because like really easy, low hanging fruit.
Right.
And I'm like, you know what? I can do a website for you like 97 a month. Like
Right.
basic or whatever. You know what I mean? And then
Bro.
that really
The
got his attention. Like, oh well, okay, great.
hell yeah. It's
Instead of
it's
me like
low
going,
churn.
I was going high and then I was going coming down low. But I'm gonna go the other way. Just
Go low and then come high. Just get them in quick, you know.
get him in the door. Yeah,
Um, I agree.
yeah,
And bro, like I've done high ticket, and low ticket. And what I can tell you is you may have to, eat shit for a little while longer doing low ticket at first, but
right.
that's what people stick and they stay. And it's like, that's what I experienced with the credit business. And so I'm all for it, even though like it's really hard for me to even track the attribution on these trials, the high level trials. Like I know there's nothing stickier than these high level low tickets, bro.
Yeah, that makes sense.
Much more sticky than credit repair even. So
Yeah,
it's worth it. It's worth it just to fight through it, and then you just get those high ticket every now and then, and you'll make it through to the day
right.
when your low ticket's just paying for everything, and then you can sit back,
Yeah,
bro. Then you can turn the ads on just with the same amount you're making, and you're like, oh,
that's what I want to do. That's my
now
plan.
the now getting some grease in the pan. You know what I mean? Yeah,
Right, that's the plan. Because I'm like, you know what? I mean, they're responding and they're engaging, but when we get to that point and it's time to close, and I'm like, they want like the one guy. He's like, yeah, I want ads, and he was talking about it, but and I'm telling him what exactly it is. Then he's like, okay, send me the email, and then he has his I'm calling and he has his guy that answers the phone like, well, he says he's not going to do it. And I'm like, wait a minute, he said he wanted to do it. Send an email,
mhm.
whole proposal. Then I'm like, you know what? Let me just do it the other way. And I got a guy who's like, oh yeah. And then even when I mentioned, yeah, we do other stuff, but the $97 a month basic website, you need that. Let's start there. He's like, yeah, I know I need
Yeah.
that. Then
Hit it, and then hit him with that. So get him in there, and then hit him with that 42 tool checklist, bro. You could rebrand it yourself if you know how to do a little editing work. You don't have to have my team. My team can do it if you had a bank. But if you wait, you don't have a bank. You're do it yourself, right? Correct?
yeah, I'm doing myself
Yeah,
right
yeah.
now. Yeah, yeah,
And bro, by the way, the supercharged AI employee snapshot, we have a new course that makes it much
okay,
easier to set up. So you should check that out.
great.
It's
That's
much
my main thing
cleaner.
to do. I'm trying to get them on the AI,
Yeah.
because I'm an AI affiliate. get them on
So
the AI employee going.
start with like, I would start with the website. That's the easiest thing to do quick, honestly, right? And
Yeah,
then after that, I'd say check out this checklist, bro. Because like, how much are you spending on this stuff? Total it up, and then be like, yo, you're spending 3K a year on this, bro. Give me like, I can replace all this for XYZ more. You'll be able to work it out in a way where it's like a no-brainer to
yeah.
them. If they know they're saving money, that's gonna be the easiest play. And then
That's what
the
I'm thinking. Is
React,
like I can do, like a basic 97 thing, 97 a month, and then add some stuff for 297 a month.
yeah,
If they want to do AI and get the full, AI employee, like you said, in the
500
like
with reactivation. Yeah,
97. Yeah, you know what I mean. Do that. That's
yeah,
like my just to get
yep.
them. I gotta.
High
Yeah, that's
levels
what people
had
close.
that is like it's such a no-brainer if you have good reactivations going for 500 a month. It's a really good value. I think
Yeah,
the reason I struggled in the beginning is because I was trying to do the outbound voice and it was, bro, I was just talking to Jamie about it. It's just like a mess, bro. Now that everything is naturally all
outbound.
in, bro, God, the churn was crazy, bro. And I was trying everything I could to help my clients. And it was just like, I was doing everything I could and it still was just not smooth enough.
Yeah,
Um, so now that everything is native and high level, we've got a snapshot smooth, even the DIY. We just came out with Nyan finished a new process where you can set up each channel. So each channel is separate for inbound appointment setting, but you can
nice.
set each channel up in 10 minutes. It's like six to 10 minutes with this new thing we have. So
Cool. I gotta
it's
check
just
that
getting
out.
easier and easier. And I'm like, finally, bro. It's really good for you guys too, because this shit really was rocket science. Jimmy was just talking about this guy who's
Yeah.
cracked the code on actually making like he has this prop AI. It's like an AI that calls properties to see who wants to sell their property.
Nice. Okay.
And it's actually doing like I don't know how many calls he said, like 10,000 calls a day and delivering them. I was never able to figure out how to get that kind of volume with
On
any of
the
the platforms
outbound,
I'd
he's
use.
got like
Yeah, it's
Vapey or
outbound. It's
Vapey or
outbound.
something.
They're about no, this is called a prop AI, and I think they're working on their high level marketplace app. But he said the problem is the voice AI is just not that good. So the calls are going through, which is actually the
Yeah.
hard part that's always been hard for me to get a high volume delivering. I never have a
Mm-hmm.
problem if I'm calling Facebook leads. I mean, actually, yeah, it's still kind of tricky to set up the integration in the first place, and there's errors that happen all the time. But the fact that they're making like that many calls and not getting their numbers shut off, I mean, they manage the numbers for the clients, and that's what we do for clients too. But like, it's hard, and I can't see myself being able to turn anyone on quickly to like 100,000 calls a month. But
Yeah, that's crazy.
apparently what Prop AI is doing. But the guy is literally a rocket scientist, and so no wonder. Yeah.
That's what it is. That's what it takes when it comes to that level of it. Like,
Yeah.
man,
I'll
because this
stick.
AI thing, man.
Yeah. Well, bro, when I'm able to book, so I don't know if you heard this, we've got over 200 people booked for
I heard you
30
say
minutes
that.
with
Yeah,
me.
I heard you. That's
Let's
crazy.
let's take
That's
a
dope.
look at this, bro. And the thing is, like, we had 200 within an hour of me sending out the messages. So I'm like, bro, I'll stick to that.
Nice.
226. Sheesh. Yeah.
Yeah, man.
I hope, I hope that, wow, I'm just so excited. It's been like you, Kedar. I realized I needed to switch to push on low ticket because when I was trying to do high ticket and low ticket in this meeting, I wasn't like getting enough through the door. And
Yeah.
so it's been the driest 2.5 weeks for high ticket that I've had in a long time. We had an
Mm,
amazing first week of the month. It just is how it is sometimes, bro. I'm not doing anything different. I really don't even think I can optimize what I'm doing anymore. So it's just
right.
like hopefully we get some from this one. I
So
would be
another thing I'm
surprised.
noticing, because I talk to so many people, right?
Hmm.
And I noticed that the political climate is what's making people so they're like holding on to their purse
Nerve,
right now.
nervous. Okay,
Everybody's
maybe.
nervous. I'm talking to folks that are like, I
Yeah,
want to do something right now. I'm just saying, I don't know what's going on. I'm like, oh
yeah.
God, man, everybody's nervous.
Uh,
That's what's going
maybe.
on with high ticket. That's what I'm
But the
picking
low
up.
ticket's still going. I'm getting more low tickets than
That's
ever.
why I'm going low ticket.
Right. Yeah.
Yeah.
Just like grind it out, bro. Just stay like, whatever you got to do, if you can just stick to it long enough, what you're doing, you won't have to worry
I'll
about
get
money
it.
again
Yeah,
if
I
you
feel
just
like I
stick to
know it's gonna come. I'm gonna pick up. You know what I mean? Like that. Yeah, it's gonna come along. You
Mm-hmm.
know what I mean? Like I said,
Yep.
I got a few clients right now, but what I did was they were really just website clients that I was doing a one time build for like $400, and then I'm charging like a $27 a month, like hosting, right? But I
Mm-hmm.
realized, like, if I do it the other way around, do a $97 a month, basic thing or whatever, that because folks, that perks their ear up, and it sounds cheaper, but it's really at the
Mm-hmm.
end of the day, hey, you're paying me like $1,200 a year. But hey,
Mm-hmm.
fine, that's even better. Let me do
Mm-hmm.
that because with the few clients that I do have, they're paying me like $27 for the hosting and maintenance. I already built them a site. It's like, yeah, the upfront money was great, but I need that recurring monthly, like you said. So now that's
Yeah.
why I'm changing my
Well, you just grind it out slowly there, and no matter whatever you got to do to grind that out, you'll get to a day where you've got really solid recurring, and then you've got a client base that you can reach back into and say, hey, who's ready to do
right,
some reactivation?
right,
And you
yeah.
can run ads. It's just like you
But
just got to get
I can see myself actually like upselling easier than
right,
coming, and
right.
then I have a little more. I have some traction and some case studies. Then I
Mm-hmm.
can. It'll be easier for me to start with the higher ticket or
Right. Mm-hmm.
some kind of establishment. Because
100%.
yeah. But I gotta go. I got a
100%.
couple of. I gotta get back on this thing. I'm doing.
Go
I'm
for
setting
it.
appointments for this remodeling company out in
Mm-hmm.
Washington. That like a cold calling for them and setting appointments for them so I can make some. They're paying me
Yeah.
pretty good.
That's good,
I
bro.
keep.
Like whatever you got to do to supplement as you build this up to where you've
That's
got
my plan. You know what
your
I mean?
own base that you can use for ads that you can grow from. That's it. You just got to grind that base out. You're doing everything that you need to do, bro. I'm proud of you. And I love that you're
All right,
here doing it.
thanks,
I
man.
am.
Yeah.
Yeah.
You keep me motivated. You keep me motivated.
Good. Good, man. Because it
Yeah,
takes
man.
like, there's not a lot of people that choose to grind it out, but that's exactly what it takes to make sure that
That's
you get
what it
it.
is, man. That
Yeah.
grind. I know it. You know what I mean? But I'm
Yeah.
here for the grind. I don't mind. I want to build it up because it's going to be great. Once it
Yeah.
gets.
You just got to
Man.
fight. I mean, when even in the credit business, bro, it took, I think a couple years before we really hit our stride there. And it just,
Yeah.
now I think a year of grinding is all you need, but at most. Um, but Butch, you've had your hand up, bro. My bad. What, did
All
you have
right,
another
guys.
question?
Back.
Thank you,
Okay.
Kedar. Talk to you soon, bro.
All right, guys.
A few moments ago, you were talking about how you go back and you look at your process and you tune it, you refine it.
Mm-hmm.
Are you using like a visual mind or some sort of a what sort of a process do you have? Like I need a map,
Yeah.
a mind map of some sort.
Mm-hmm.
What do you
So
use?
so for like refining kind of like our booking process or like our overall sales plan, or like help me
Just
understand.
end to
Yeah.
end.
So
When you're looking at it, do you have a mind map of some sort that you're using?
Um, no, I don't. It's in
Yeah,
here. But I can
that's
tell
all
you,
right.
like, I can tell you how I operate day to day to refine things. So we take, the main flow is they come into the static page, the webinar, the master class, and I'm always refining that. And really like, and then I do 3 times a week, I push a reactivation on my whole list to these masterminds. And then doing these group calls is where I've learned exactly what people need to hear to sign up. I know like it's really refined how I know what to ask. So I'm constantly pushing that information back onto the master class page and refining there. And then um, three after these masterminds, we transcribe the meeting. So I use Fireflies on everything. So Fireflies is the transcription software I use. It looks at the
Mhm.
participants. And so I look at anybody who said they were interested in done for you DIY. Um, and I also look at where the bookings and shows came from, like what percentage came from email, what percentage came from text. And that's going to help me flag something's wrong with text right now because we only got this many people that came from it and we got this many last meetings. So we got to look into that. It could be the deliverability, maybe like something's an error's going on. And so I'm looking at the channels to make sure everything's healthy. And then the last layer I've added in, and I would mirror this, guys. This is the formula to do it without having to do any cold calling. Anybody who booked at all, and I'm booking anybody that clicks the link instantly. So we're getting a lot of bookings, and it probably lowers the show rate a little bit. But then everybody who clicked, I know there's some degree of interest, and I send them all a message that says, "Yo, here's the masterclass page, which has all the information covered in 10 minutes. Here is my personal booking link. but please only book here if you're okay either starting a trial or going done for you. This is an onboarding call. And then that's it. And then I'll get my calendar the next day when I'm not doing the mastermind full of those bookings. And so that's my cycle. And I don't think I can really, I'm already texting the people that are showing interest at that point. I'm texting them every single day because the masterminds are 3 times a week. And then I'm texting them the ones that showed up again to book them for one-on-ones. So I can't really hit people harder than that or they're going to get annoyed. I don't think. And so that's the overall map. I think it maybe would be helpful for me to draw a diagram of this flow. Um, but this is the one-to-many flow.
Yeah.
Yeah.
But I know you'll be able to refine what it is I'm going to do. I keep going back. Like I'm real comfortable in the roofing business, and I look at where did I fail before? Where are the holes? And so I
Mm-hmm.
keep going back and doing that. But in these other two things that I'm incorporating into what I'm doing, it's like, man, I keep, the more I go back and look at it, the more I see holes. So
Mm-hmm.
I want to have a good mind map to work from. And I've got a couple of them I'm looking at, but I don't, if you've got one that you prefer, I want to look at that too. Okay.
I've used
Set.
Lucid chart in the past to map
Right.
out stuff like this. I think we've used that with some clients when we're building out their flow in the beginning. But that's the thing I've used when I have to map out something big. But I see Rob is suggesting Notion or Figma. I've used Notion for project management. I haven't used Figma, I don't think. But Lucid chart is what I use for like a real diagram, like sticky notes on it, little flow chart kind of vibe.
See, the
And
other thing
so,
that I'm thinking about when I sit down with you or your crew,
hmm
they'll look at our flow, what we're doing, what we're
hmm
talking about. They'll have a better understanding instead of me
for
talking them through.
Well, for process, so once you do done for you, the best way is for you to get on Lucid chart, try to mind map out what you want, and then come in for strategy. You don't want to talk to the team about strategy. You want to talk to me about that. The team is implementation, and you can be like, hey, you can ask them to get you some details on how things turned out, reporting, that kind of stuff. For strategy, you want to talk about that right here. And
Right.
so for you, I think basically with the roof restoration thing, I think you could do. Right. So remind me all three. Oh, it's 4 different categories. We've got your traditional roofing. We've
I'm
got.
doing, there's a company, out of Houston that does roof repairs only. I
Mm-hmm.
want to duplicate their website for our roof repairs
Mm-hmm.
here in the Dallas-Fort Worth
Mm-hmm.
area. I'm going to do roof rejuvenation, and we're basically bringing a new product to market using some things that have
Right.
been around for a while. But then that's a roof.
I remember all about the rejuvenation,
Yeah,
but then I'm
we're
having trouble. I'm losing the other 2 businesses though. What were the other
then
two?
I'm doing roof replacement. See, I've
Okay.
got a toe cap solution is gonna have the repair, the rejuvenation, and roof replacement. But Thread Gills has been around for 43 years,
Oh
so I
no
want to
way.
keep that. Yeah,
Mm-hmm.
and and make them dance together. But it'll work fine. I mean, it's going to be fine.
I
But I don't
think
want to confuse your side.
A
right.
lot
I
of
think for the go
oh, sorry.
ahead, Rob.
A
No,
lot
you're
of
good, Rob.
roofers. I worked in the trades for many years and as a contractor, and we also did a lot of gutter replacement and siding as well. Some companies, a lot of roofers do. You're seeing that where they do gutter
Mm-hmm.
replacement stuff too. But when you're getting into that rejuvenation, it just depends on the roof, really. It depends on the contractor also. Some roofs, they just need to be completely redone.
Yeah, they say
Um,
about 20% of that business, that rejuvenation business, turns into re-roofs. I mean,
mhm.
that's a number that's consistent through all the different folks I've talked to. So I'm good with evaluating a roof. It's not a problem.
Yeah, you must. I bet you are.
Yeah,
I
just
think I think with the rejuvenation, you could do a similar to my master class with a webinar,
mhm.
and then push it out into one-on-one meetings as well. That's like something where your expertise in roofing, because you've been doing it so long, and it's like a different type of topic. You're not just talking about standard roof replacement. I see how that could be a thing where people would come to a live session to get educated.
Yeah.
Um,
So I'm going to have there's a group called Cape Analytics that can survey a whole neighborhood or a whole town if you want to, and then pick
Okay.
out the hot spots in there. Then I want to put a company called Rake ML. They've got a tab that we can put on our website. We can for $1, homeowner can they'll give an accurate, really good roof assessment, and that turns into a hot lead. We're calling back on the folks with right there, whether we're
Okay.
knocking on the door or we're doing that. So I'll have two different sources of lead generation right there that will be good for my guys that are, because I'm going to have teams, 5-man teams that are actually in the field looking for,
Okay.
going after the rejuvenations.
You've got a lot of things that sound like they're going to come together really well, Butch. I'm excited
Yeah,
to
I
work
do.
with you on it. It sounds really good.
I'm excited.
It sounds like you might be a master of roofing. Is what it sounds
I
like to
am.
me.
I have
Yeah.
been. I've
Yeah,
lost
that's
more
what it
money than
sounds like.
anybody you know in the roofing business.
I love that you say that. Oh my
Yeah.
God. That's such a
Yeah.
true thing, bro. The more money you've lost in the industry is a direct correlation to your mastery of it. Funny enough. It's
Been
like
tagged hard.
yeah. Remember the first time I lost, $7 grand from a solar deal. That stung. I remember the first time I lost, 40 grand. I remember the first time I lost 300. Jesus, boy. It does. You think it's
I
going to get
had
easier, but
in
that's part of it.
2001.
Yeah.
In 2001, I had $63 million worth of business on the books.
Woo!
It all went.
Wow.
It all went way. All went. It went down to $4 million in under 90 days. My
Oh
hair
my
turned
goodness.
completely white. White.
Yo, that's
White. It was
have you seen
wind up in federal. Yeah, we wound up in federal court. People went to prison. I didn't, but other people did. It was a bad deal. But I mean,
this
yeah.
the reason why the first reason I got into, so I had started using WooSender before I got screwed over, but when I first copied WooSender over into HighLevel, that was the same time I started to realize that I was about to get screwed over for 300 grand. I started to realize this guy was not about, these things were taking too long to install. And uh, I was so anxious, bro. That was probably 3 years ago. And I knew it was probably going to happen. And so I just grinded my butt off. Then this is where I learned how to code. And I kind of just like all that energy came from me seeing that on the horizon. And I started getting gray hairs my first month in prison. I'll be honest. That was when I got my first ones. But that pressure does, makes you do great things. And part of what
Mine
grows you
went
up.
white. It didn't go gray. It went right past gray. It went white. Yeah. Now it's gray.
Oh, yeah.
Yeah.
You seen I think we might have some new people in here. What
All
up,
right, thanks,
Jay?
Rob.
No problem, Butch. And guys, we're missing Lance, and so if anybody wants to, no, you guys don't need to stay on and help, but if I'm missing something, you know how Lance calls out and kind of helps me catch people if I'm missing them. You guys are welcome to help me. Anyone who wants to. I think I'm getting it pretty down to where I'm good at getting people's attention when they hop in now. Jay, I think you're the only newcomer in here, or is that the Jay that I know? I think you might be. If you can't talk, just hit me in the chat. I'm trying to think of your last name because I think I know who you are. But can you tell me if you are new? You're just in the beginning of the news section, I think. No, not quite. It's 1:45, so there may be some people jumping in. Butch, what's the guy's name? Rockefeller, I think. Didn't he like lose his eyebrows and his hair turn white and he's like one of the richest guys ever? You know what I'm talking about?
I really don't.
I think it's Rockefeller, bro. I think, the steel guy from way back. I think he lost his eyebrows and all of his hair because of all the stress, but he's like one of the richest people in history. And and he said it wasn't worth it.
Yeah.
But yeah.
I don't know if
I
it was
was this
I don't know if it was
reju
Rockefeller. That guy's too demonic to stress.
Yeah, maybe that's not. I don't know if that's what I'm thinking of.
the whole industry I'm in is about to go through a big change. The EPA is driving it. Insurance companies aren't going to cover shit, and it's just I think that the rejuvenation side is the way to go. And we're early. This product that we're working on,
Yeah, you're early.
This group I'm working on out of Houston is using nanosilica. They sell nanomaterials we figured out some things that are pretty cool, and
Yeah.
that are gonna.
Nano
I mean,
silicone,
it's
right?
it is
Yeah.
it's really crazy what we can do with it. So
Yeah.
I'm
It
excited
sounds
about it.
awesome. It sounds awesome. And I'm excited that you're excited, bro. I love that Jeff Lyon's on here too. I need to get my cold email going back again, but Jeff came from a cold email way back. How you doing, Jeff?
Doing good, Rob. I'm kind of mobile today, so limited what I can do. I'm actually
You're good.
headed up your way.
No
I'll
way.
spend a week in Charlotte tonight.
Okay.
Yeah, or
Well,
this
cool, man.
weekend. Yeah.
Um, you know, Saturday afternoon I'll be tied up, and I think I'm seeing my parents on Sunday. Or did I see them this past weekend?
Yeah.
I
We'll be
think
in
I
a
might have the.
workshop all
Okay,
weekend,
okay.
starting
Gotcha.
in the morning, 3
What
days.
kind of workshop?
Believe it or not, it's nothing to do with cybersecurity. It's
Mm-hmm.
business.
Okay.
Yeah,
You say
just don't do
business?
it while you're driving, right? Yeah.
Cool, cool, cool. I think I'm gonna let me see, check this real quick. Hang on one second, fellas. Does anybody else need anything? We're coming right up to where we're about to have hopefully a lot of people jump in. I'll be shocked if we don't. My hands are getting sweaty. I'm a little nervous to see you. Like, was this some sort of glitch? We're about to find out. Nyan, can you hear me?
Yeah, man.
I was wondering if this might be because of a tweak to the email. We should definitely
Um,
check the sources of these
okay.
because it doesn't, we've more than doubled the amount of bookings we've ever gotten. So,
Yeah. So it has to be with the trigger links for sure. Like we are directly booking them if they're
but
into.
we've been doing that for the past week though, haven't we?
Yeah.
For
So
2 weeks.
yeah. I think 2 weeks or 3 weeks that we are doing, but
Yeah.
it's double up.
I mean, so that's what I'm saying. Like maybe we're getting better email delivery all of a sudden is one possibility.
Yeah,
The other
email domain should be working good after the last update I did.
and you made an update like yesterday, right?
Yeah, yesterday.
I'm wondering because that's the only thing that changed, you know?
And also the
Um,
copy for sure.
and the copy in that
And the
the copy wasn't anything special, but maybe it's that I gave them clarity that masterclass page would take them through. And did we get so I'm really excited to get the new course section up that has them with the custom menu link.
yeah.
I think that's going to be huge. That's going to make
Yep.
things so much easier. And
So
then the other thing was the form stopping, redirecting to the booking right after the sign up page.
yep.
Did you
Yeah.
get that? You got that updated?
Yep.
I'm gonna make sure the conditions are right because I did leave the place where they choose the plan they're on because
Yeah.
if they're on the 497, I want to take them straight to AI employee and not have them go past the one they don't need to see. So
Okay.
before we have before we have all these people on, can you check the conditionality to make sure it's not gonna take them to anything they don't need to see? And
Yep.
then, all right, cool.
Can
Just
see.
want to make sure hopefully we're about to have a lot of people on here.
Yeah,
There
man.
is I mean, we'll see. I'm kind of don't want to believe it because I don't get my hopes up that it's that many.
That's funny, man.
Real quick on that, Rob.
Shoot.
The onboarding sheet, they said they were going to update on my account as well, and the text messaging. Did a new version of that get uploaded for the AI text with the question and answering that auto text?
So you're thinking of I think there's two different things you're asking about. One is the new
Correct.
conditional survey for DIY and done for you. And you're asking if we've remade a version for you. And then the other
Yes.
question I'm not quite clear on.
As if said the other day that he was going to put it in 2 days ago. And I don't see it, so I don't know if I'm missing it
Okay.
for the survey.
Yeah.
The second part was on the AI bot. It was asking the question constantly without referring back, and they said they updated it, but I don't think it got downloaded into my account yet.
Okay. Nyan,
Yeah.
let's make sure we push those two.
Yeah, I just talked with Asif on this right now. So
Okay.
I think the new onboarding survey is already in your account, I think they're just rebranding that for you. And the second thing,
Okay.
the new like separated outbound channels for each of the workflows that we have. So they're just updating the old one. So it should be no time to do
What do you
that.
Okay.
what do you think? Like by tomorrow, or let's do a hard
Uh,
ETA.
the hard ETA should be the next meeting for sure.
Okay,
So show him everything on Tuesday's meeting.
Tuesday's
But
meeting.
in the meantime, they can show the updates for sure.
Okay, and then yeah, I think that just having the team send looms at the end of everything, even with an update on the hours,
Yeah,
if they see the update on, hey, that this took us 2 hours, we're done. Here's what I finished, and I just tested it. Like that's what we need to close the
yeah,
loop and stop, and give clarity to whatever to everything. I'm
yeah.
glad we finally
So
realized that.
also,
I'm gonna,
I also told the team to have a practice on that. So after
mm-hmm,
each of the weekly meeting, there should be a ticket submitted by the teammates and the attendee. So
mm-hmm,
let's say Jamie and Asif had a meeting on Tuesday. So after the
mm-hmm.
meeting, there will be a IT request form submitted. So it will be tracked throughout the next meeting. So we'll check every task on that meeting has been done or not.
Yeah.
Awesome.
Yeah.
I just hope that now that everything's switched over to native, we've had these
Man,
improvements.
I thought the drone stole you, Rob. You were gone.
I'm gonna change this out to just like I'm gonna have the QR codes, but I'm just gonna go with a regular background, not the AI background. I think it's gonna look way nicer. I think this kind of looks cheap, you know. So it's still gonna have the masterclass and the certification and these animations with the brands, the software companies, and the QR codes, but it'll just be my real background. I think that's gonna look a lot better. So we got
And
some
I
new.
think you updated the combo one. So I'm making sure the same is done in the
Uh,
affiliate guide.
you're right. I think I didn't put the 297 link in the. No, I think I went back and added that this morning. I updated the combo
Yeah,
one a week ago with the 297, but I updated
yeah,
the affiliate guide today when I realized you had switched it out. I just didn't mention it to you. So check that slide, but I think I updated it. But
okay.
the conditions may not be done. But we have somebody jumping in. Steven, what's going on, man? Nice to meet you. If you can come off mute and tell me where you're located, or if you can't talk, drop it in the chat. And then what do you want to learn? What brought you here? You're the first guy to hop in. And if you could also tell me your last name so I can make sure we know who you are in the system. You're still muted, Steven. I'm not sure if you're aware. I'm going to ask you to unmute and see if that makes it easier for you. You should see a prompt popping up right now.
Hi, my name's Steve, or Steven, and I'm in Santa Fe, New Mexico.
Nice to meet you, man.
Yep.
Steve, tell me about your business and what the main thing you came here to learn is. Are you
Uh,
looking to start an agency, or do you have a business you want to use this for?
I'm self-employed insurance agent. That's why I'm interested in, just a good CRM and learning about it.
Yeah. How long you been in the industry?
Oh, several years.
Okay. Well, it's definitely, I'm excited to tell you a couple things, but I want to preface that if we're about to have a lot of people jump in, unless there's a glitch in my system, it looks like we have 200 bookings for this slot. So as people jump in, what I'm going to spend the next 15 minutes to 20 minutes doing, greeting everybody, asking them what I asked you. There's a survey. This survey on the right here is gonna help you get all the information and get all my bonuses. So like once I greet everybody, then I'm going to cover like what high level is, what my bonuses are, and how you get access, whether you have Go High Level or don't. But if you've been in the industry for a few years, reaching back out to all your old leads and past clients that aren't clients anymore is like the best thing that you can do in the first 30 days on a trial, and you can make way more than your expense back. We've got a do-it-yourself option and a done for you. That form's going to cover a lot of it. That form will let you get the bonuses for free, basically. And I'm going to greet everybody, and then I'm going to go back and tell the whole thing, right?
Sounds good.
So, Jerry, what's going on, man? Can you pop off mute and tell me where you're located and what your main thing you're hoping to learn here today is? And how it can help you come off mute real quick. Let me see. Jerry. So we got Jerry. And then I also want to talk to Steven. If you can, one of you guys can come off mute. Let me know where you're located and what you want to learn. And then Harmony. I want all three of you guys to come off as quick as you can. Because we got people popping in quick, and I do want to get to meet you guys. Raise your hand if you just popped in and I haven't gotten to greet you yet, because we have 200 bookings. It's going to get pretty hard for me to remember who's new. But Jerry, I see you came off. You came on micro or off. You turned your video on. What's going on, man? Where are you located? Oh, we got to get you off mute. And then Lloyd, what's going on, Lloyd? There you go. Let me unmute.
How about that?
There we go, Jerry. How you doing, bro?
I'm doing well. Thanks for asking. How are you doing?
I'm doing all right. I'm excited for this one. It's got over twice the bookings we've ever had on today's meeting, so I'm pretty pumped. We got over 200 in a couple hours.
Oh, wow.
So this might be crazy. But tell me where you're You said where you're located. What's the main thing you're hoping to learn here? Are you already on HighLevel or brand new to it?
I've been in HighLevel closing before. I'm not right now, but I'd like to get back into it.
Yeah, I love HighLevel, man. What's your what type of business?
Yachts.
All right.
Jets and businesses.
Okay, cool. So you're selling all the above?
I was at one time, yeah.
Okay, cool. So are you looking to use it in all three of those businesses right now, or is there a specific one where you're hoping to plug this in?
I'm looking to learn what you're teaching and then get back into it.
All right, cool. Well, basically, you're in the right place, whether you're wanting to start an agency or use this in a small business. I'm going to cover three different ways that you can easily recover the cost, which is $97 a month, which I highly doubt you care about in the first place. But I'm going to kind of lay out the path for starting, talk about all my bonuses, and I'm just going to greet everybody for the next 20 minutes. And after that, then I'm going to give up on greeting everybody if people join late, and I'll get straight to the meat and potatoes. But if you want to go ahead and see the bonuses, this link right here has all the information that I'm about to cover as we go after I greet everybody.
Okay, thank you.
No problem, man. Nyan, I'm wondering if we should also have the master class video, or at least the 5-minute version in that link. I think that'd probably be a pretty good idea for us to do later. All right, let me see who else is new. Harmony, what's going on, bro? Or maybe ma'am. I'm not sure.
No, definitely, bro.
Okay.
Thanks for having me here. Yeah, I'm from New York City.
Cool. Where in New York? Like you said, the city.
Yeah, in Brooklyn.
Cool, man. What brought you here? You looking to start an agency, or you have a business you want to plug this into?
Yeah, agency. Well, I am just starting out to offer database reactivation to businesses. I haven't got my first client yet. So I'm just trying to get as much knowledge about how to use the platform and ideas on how to get clients.
Got you. And so you already in HighLevel, right?
Yeah, I am in HighLevel. I had a free trial. I just had a free trial of HighLevel.
Cool. Well, we've got ways. We give away a ton of bonuses, right? So I've got a bunch of bonuses, which would include these weekly coaching sessions 3 times a week, where you can come an hour early. This is the non-client section. I have a client section that we just finished. It's an hour, so I can give you that coaching and help you push it forward. I was one of the first 100 people certified on HighLevel out of the 2 million businesses, and there's only 300 certified now. I've taken 3 businesses to 6 figures a month on the platform. So I'd love to help you. I'm going to cover all my bonuses here in a minute. You already know the game. You're talking about reactivation, so you're going to understand exactly what I'm offering. If you want to go ahead and look at the bonuses, this link will help you. I'm going to greet everybody and then cover the rest in a minute. So I see Andrew Phillips. I see who other new people? Andrew Phillips.
Hello.
Steve. What's up, man? Where are you calling from? Tell me about your business real quick.
I'm in Jamaica.
Oh, Jamaica, no way.
Yeah, you should come by.
I've been there a couple times. I loved it. Yep.
Good. Quick.
Shoot.
No, you go ahead.
No, you're good. What question you got?
So I'm an agency. I've been in GHL for more than a year. I found it and use it in my own business. I've been using it to run a training business I do, safety training. So I formed an agency since last about June or so. Getting Armstrong a little bit. I need more WhatsApp. So I see where you're pushing the AI employee.
AI is my specialty. So I'm going to cover all the bonuses here in a minute, but I've got we call it my supercharged AI employee snapshot. It's better than any other snapshot that utilizes AI employee that's out there. I've been working in AI and basically copying other AI softwares into HighLevel like for 4 years. And then I like taught myself how to code and made some other really cool things that I give away for free if you upgrade your HighLevel through my link. So
Okay.
I'm going to hit all the bonuses in a minute. I want to greet everybody as they come in so they know they're in the right
Yeah.
place. But
I want to say a quick thing before. I want to say a quick thing before you go to be more targeted. So I've been watching your I've been getting emails from you because a while now I've watched your masterclass, everything. So what I want to know, already I am an agency. How do I access? And also I'm gonna be really launching, so I'm gonna be needing fulfillment. And I saw that you offer that a package. So those are the things I'm interested in. Oh, I can implement some stuff here. So maybe we need a one-on-one elsewhere, but I'm listening in.
So you can get a one-on-one 15-minute call with me where we can discuss our done-for-you options. I can tell you two things about our done-for-you options. They're by far cheaper than any other way to do it. It's probably 30% of the cost of hiring a VA or an agency to do it. And when I say like 30% of the cost of an agency, I mean like Extendly, HL Pro Tools, all these other companies that do white label fulfillment. Mine's like 30% the cost. And then we also have a way for you to get a tax credit on the work we do that's going to save you another 50%. Well, you're in Jamaica, so actually scratch that. I didn't think that through. But all you have to do is upgrade.
All good, man. All good.
You can upgrade your agency to either the 297 or the 497, or use AI employee, and that link right there will walk you through it. Once
I'm
you do,
I'm full for 497 already. So if I come through the AI agent, can I come through the AI agency then to you? The AI employee.
Yes. That form right there will walk you through how to enter the code. You just turn it on for one sub account. It's 97 a month, and then you'll get a 15-minute call with me, and you'll get all my bonuses. And then we'll talk about done for you on that call. So if you just go through that form, it'll take you to my calendar. And really, that's the best place to start. Sound good?
Okay. Cool. Thanks.
No problem, man. So who else we got? We got, I see somebody I was just speaking to on the phone, James Turley. I'm glad you're in here, man. Good to see you.
You got it.
Yes, sir. And then I saw some Lloyd, just so you know, Lloyd's helping one of my clients. Lloyd, the session that you want to come to is an hour before this. And so you should have gotten the text and an email for the 1 p.m. Eastern, which is where you can get questions answered for current clients. This is the non-client session. So I'm doing like introduction stuff that you already know. Just want to give you that context. If you didn't get the link or anything, I can see why, but I think I added the tags and everything for you to get those links. Nyan, Lloyd is partnered up with one of our other clients. Can you make sure that he has the client tags so he's getting invites to the right meeting?
Sure, man.
Cool.
I
see somebody say something.
Yeah, just I've checked my email, never received anything from there. How am I going to receive those links?
Nyan just my team's checking on it right now, Lloyd, and so we'll send you a message.
All right.
Yeah, thank you, Nyan, and thank you, Lloyd. So we've got Brad and Steven. I think you guys are new, and I don't think I've spoken to you guys yet. Brad, can you pop off mute and tell me like what the main thing you want to learn is, and a little bit about your business, where you're located? And guys, you can also put. What's up? Is that Steven?
Yeah. Hey. So
that's Brad.
Can you hear me okay?
Yeah, I hear you now.
All right. So I've been a CRM guy for a while. I've been on the Zoho platform for a while, but I keep hearing about Go HighLevel. So I want to kick the tires and check it out and see what all the noise is about. You know,
I would love to show you, man. So I've been a CRM guy for a long time too. Zoho, I know a little bit about. I feel like I've heard that Zoho is pretty expensive. Am I right?
No, quite the opposite.
No,
I
quite
call it
the
a
opposite.
four-man sales force. Yeah.
I'm probably mixing things up then. Yeah,
Yeah.
so there's a few resources that are gonna be really helpful for you. If you and I'll cover a little bit right now because we're already at 2:08. So it's looking so I'll tell you the AI employee can run your ads. It'll choose a template, make the copy, connect it to the ads manager, run them, optimize them for Google PPC or Facebook and Instagram.
Yeah.
So it'll run your ads. It'll book your appointments. I booked 200 appointments today for this meeting since 10:30 a.m. Eastern.
Okay.
And I did that's about twice what I normally get. I'm not quite sure why it's so high. Maybe there's a glitch, but usually it's 100 every time. So we'll see. I think I would have seen more people jumping in here if there wasn't some sort of glitch, to be honest. But we'll get the count at the end. Either way, in addition to those AI features, it'll build your websites too. That's the main other function of AI Employee. So it'll build a whole website and funnel for you. It'll choose from thousands of templates, fill out the copy, and you just have to make a few tweaks. It'll do it for $1. Or you can go unlimited if you're doing a lot. But in addition to that, if you click this link right here, there is it says what does AI employee do? If you drop that down, there's a thing that says download the 42 tool checklist. You can scan through this and you can see 42 types of softwares that you can replace with HighLevel. And this is all inside HighLevel. So if you're trying to deploy, as you know, HighLevel's pricing, or you may not know, they'll give you unlimited instances, unlimited accounts for clients for $297 a month, and you get 3 for $97. So you can build quite a package with a ton of value that you can easily duplicate. Once you have your template, you can duplicate it.
Right.
And we give you guys a lot of bonuses. We give you like a supercharged AI employee snapshot. I'll tell you guys what the difference with that is. And when I finish this, I would love for Steven to come off mute because he's the only one I don't think I've created yet. So Steven, if you can get ready, man, I want to know where you're from and what your business is. But I think I was about to say, oh, why is it supercharged? So what a snapshot is, it's like a template that handles all your systems. It's like, there's workflows that connect all those 42 different tools that HighLevel replaces. So in the beginning, I would say go and look at the other software you're already using and figure out what you can replace. Then I would say you're going to want to do reactivations to your old leads. That's the other really main task in the first 30 days. And we also do have done for you options that are detailed in that message, or in that link. So the snapshot is going to have all the automations. I've got my snapshot in a course that I give you for free to set it up. This snapshot is going to show you exactly how to build out a customized template for whatever industry you're trying to have a template for, have a snapshot for. So I give you my base one and then the guide to customize it. It'll only take you like 30 minutes to have inbound AI appointment setting over voice, WhatsApp, Instagram, Facebook, web chat, email. And there's a couple differences in my snapshot and what is normal in HighLevel. And I learned these tricks from just working in CRMs like you for so long. So one of them, AI voice in HighLevel normally doesn't remember past conversations with the client. It also isn't aware of anything that's going on in the text channels, like WhatsApp and all the other ones I mentioned, SMS, email, all that stuff. I've unified the memory. And so it does have a memory of past conversations. There is the cross-channel voice to text memory. And normally the HighLevel AI does not support email AI booking. Well, mine does because I just built it in workflow. I've copied a ton of different AI systems into HighLevel just because once I knew HighLevel to a point of mastery, 10,000 hours, I started to realize that I could just make, replicas of other softwares in workflow, essentially. And I started by moving WooSender over. That was the first one I moved over 4 years ago. It was like a text. Yeah. So I would love to talk to you one-on-one if you want to. I can help give you a custom plan. Anyone who's on here, guys, you just need to go through that link. You can start a trial, 30 days free. If you already have an account or you had one in the last 90 days, you're going to need to either upgrade or use my code for AI employee. So you can upgrade to 297. You can upgrade to 497 if you're already on 297. And if you already are on 497, you can put my code in AI employee and just turn it on for one sub account. So guys, I'm going to give you it's literally thousands of dollars worth of stuff for $97 max, maybe free for 30 days. I spent 40 grand on my air agency license, which came with a snapshot and no coaching. 2 years ago when I first got into AI voice. And a lot of things I learned from there and just from using it for 2 years, I brought into this snapshot that I'm giving you guys for free. So literally I paid 40 grand for some of the stuff in here. And that was not the first time I paid 40 grand. When my first Go High Level snapshot, I paid 40 grand to Zane Jan for their solar snapshot. My solar business was in Forbes last year. And then I paid him 40 grand for a snapshot and then 1 weekly coaching session with one of his coaches, not even him. So guys, I'm giving you guys, it was 3 grand a month so you guys really understand. It wasn't like 40 grand up front, but it was a year-long contract. And so like I'm packing in a ton of stuff and I've improved all those things, giving it to you for free. And then I want to talk to you guys one-on-one, but I need you to at least be willing to start a free trial or upgrade for me to give you a little energy back and meet you on a one-on-one call. I want to help you guys personally, but I'm giving you guys the snapshot. I'm giving you guys my courses. I'm giving you guys 3 meetings per week where you can come on one of these sessions, but it's an hour earlier with my current clients. And I'll help you 3 times a week. You can come, like you can literally meet with me all the time and I'll help you push things forward. And I'm giving away that essentially for free, what I've paid 40 grand for multiple times. So there's a couple other people in here, but if you go through that link, it'll take you to my calendar after you go through the upgrade process or start a trial. And so that's what you guys should be doing on this call, and I'll help you get through it. It can be a little confusing. So this purpose of this session is for me to answer questions on the basics. A lot of questions are answered in the drop downs on the inside that link. We had a bunch of people join, so I'm going to greet some people, guys. Oh, I just lost iPhone. I was about to say his name. Let me see who else we got. I think, and Andre, you're new. What's going on, man? Where are you located? If you can come off mute or either drop it in the chat. I realize I don't have the chat open and I see some messages in here. Harmony, what's going on? I'm glad you. Oh,
I'm from Cleveland.
We did speak. Cleveland, Andre, tell me about your business, bro. What's the main thing you came here to learn?
About I'm trying to start a cleaning business.
And what kind of business?
Cleaning.
Cleaning. Cool. And so, do you have any systems you're using to run the business yet, or is this the first one?
This is gonna be my first little business.
All right. Well, this is a perfect thing to get you started, bro. I've used this system to take 3 businesses to 6 figures a month. And if you take a look in this link, there's like a 42 tool checklist of all the things HighLevel can replace. I see a couple other people I want to greet, and then I'm going to cover everything that's in that link. But if you want to start looking now, just check that link out.
Where you from, Rob?
I'm in Charlotte, North Carolina right now, but I've lived all over the place, bro. I was born in Atlanta, lived in Massachusetts, then been to North Carolina for a long time, like 15 years. But I spent the last 2 years, I've been back in Charlotte for a year because I just was like, being around my family is the most important thing to me right now. I've already got my network. I don't need to go shake hands at anywhere in Miami anymore. But I spent a year and a half, or no, 2 years in Miami and LA, and then I came back here.
Okay.
Let me greet some of these people real quick. So iPhone, and then we've got Zoom user. What's up, guys? Somebody come off mute and say what's up. James, you got a question?
Hey, how's it going? No.
Okay, cool. Who just said how's it going? Let me see who's off mute. iPhone, what's your name, man? First and last, so I can find you in the system later.
Name's Bill.
Bill? My brother's name's Bill. Tell me about your business, man. What's the main thing you came here to learn?
Well, I'm a solo attorney, just really getting stuff off the ground from scratch, and I'm trying to take advantage of systems that are the most up-to-date technology, so I can scale quickly. But the main thing I need is just systems built. I need a website. I need a social media marketing campaign that can log into that and create a client funnel for me, because I need cash flow like yesterday, and I'm drowning in debt right now. So I got very few clients that I just need to supercharge the business growth.
You're in the right place, bro. HighLevel can make all those things you're talking about much easier. the AI employee can, there's probably templates for your type of law in the ads library, and it can get ads going on Facebook or Google pay-per-click for you without you having to pay anybody a lot of money. I think it's $30 a month for the AI ads manager, and it's $97 a month for HighLevel, but you get a 30-day trial. So you could just do the 30-day trial, and then it'd be $30 more. So just $30 your first 30 days. And you'd be able to run ads. It can build websites for $1 with AI.
So I don't know if you've worked with immigration attorneys.
Immigration, I have. So when I first started in digital marketing, this was 7 years ago, or maybe it was more, I worked specifically with attorneys. That was all I did. And so I've worked with every type of attorney. And bro, so I don't know if you're in a situation where you need to do it on your own. If you're in a really tight situation, like I've been there, and that's how I've saved myself using HighLevel to build systems.
Yeah, that's kind of where I'm at.
Yeah. So I've got a do-it-yourself route where I give you like thousands and thousands of dollars of free stuff. That link will walk you through what the bonuses are. If the FAQs at the bottom have all of them, I'm going to recap them here, but the most important thing is for me to greet people and figure out what they're doing. Bill, what was your last name so I can follow up with you? And then if you book a call, if you like start a trial up there, it'll take you to my calendar to book a 15-minute one-on-one. So if you'll do that, start a free trial, I'll get on a call with you and help you get a personal plan. And that goes for anybody here.
Yeah, last name Shipley.
Shipley.
I'll
Nice to
book
meet
a
you.
call. I got I've been on a couple of your calls already,
Okay.
and I really, it sounds like
Good.
you're the solution I need here. So I appreciate
I've
everything
been
you've done, like your journey, being transparent about it. I respect that.
Thank you,
You've been in a lot of businesses. You've bootstrapped it, and learned from your mistakes, and that's same journey I'm on. But I'm just at the earlier stages, so trying to keep my head above water right now, and appreciate all the tools you have to offer for that.
Bro, this tool belt it can save you, and it's a lot of work. If you really want to, obviously setting up the basics is not hard, but this is the tool belt that'll get you there, and it'll be hardly a cost, which is what you need right now. So I can't wait to meet you one-on-one, and thank you for what you just said, man. I'm excited to help you because
Now, how can I get a restaurant page?
How can you get a restaurant page?
No, website.
Website. You want to build it so you can have HighLevel's AI employee can build it for you, bro. So if you click that link and start a trial for 30 days, it'll be free, and you will pay $1 to build a website.
Now, where's the link at on here?
You just click that link and go to the survey, right? You're gonna see the Mastermind survey. Once you finish the survey, it's gonna revert and pop up a blue form. The blue form is gonna help you start a trial, and that's what you need to do. If you have to use my link to start a trial, that blue survey is gonna walk you through it, and then you're also gonna get a 15-minute call with me and all my bonuses.
I would say AI on it.
I'm not sure. Probably all my stuff says AI on it, but it's the Mastermind survey. Do you see that?
Mastermind. You talking about downloading the video thing?
Let me see what we got right here. I'm gonna pull it up myself so I see what you guys are seeing. And then, hey, I know we got some other guys that are new in here. I see Zoom user. I want you guys all to greet me real quick. And I don't have my guy on here who usually helps me like point out who's new. If you guys could just pop off mute, raise your hand if there's more than one of you. Let me see who I think is new. Jay, you've been here the whole time, man. Is this the Jay who tried to sign up and went to the wrong link? Oh, he just popped out. We got Troy. We got one new one. What's going on, Troy? Where are you located, bro? And I'm checking this for you, Andre, right now. Troy, can you come off mute and tell me where you're located? Yeah, so that's the survey right here. So that's it. Just that link right there. Click it, and then the master class survey is what you want to do. Once you get through the first part, it's going to reload. You're going to see a blue survey pop up, and you just finish that. This page also has all the questions that I'm going to talk about here. It answers everything. But that's going to help you get affiliated with me. Start a trial through my link, and then I'm going to give you personal coaching to help you know exactly what to do, along with all the resources you need to have the best AI snapshot. the best AI features that are out there, the quickest setup. So let me see, Troy, I'm still waiting on you, bro. Can you come off mute and tell me where you're located and what you want to learn? And I'm checking the chat for anybody who I'm talking to that can't come off mute. And guys, if you're looking for that survey, maybe you can't scan this because you're on your phone right now. The link is also in the chat. My man Nyan, my head of IT, just dropped it for you guys.
Can you hear me?
I can hear you, Troy. Thank you, bro. Where are you located, man? And
I'm in Michigan. I'm in Lansing, Michigan.
Cool. Tell me what the main thing you want to learn is, and like a little bit. Let me know what kind of business you have.
Well, I have a tech brokerage. It's kind of like Uber, but it's for renovations. It's bird's eye view.
Okay.
And,
So,
oh, go ahead. Sorry.
No, go ahead. I'll let you keep going.
So, we have a multifaceted. We want to be able to use artificial intelligence to actually approve permit applications for municipalities through a multifaceted approach. Yeah, I can go into a lot of detail about it, but
yeah,
I don't want to talk forever.
No worries. So like it sounds like you've got a SaaS product, and do you have like so the reason I love Go High Level, because I've built SaaS products with Go High Level before, is Go High Level has these like, well, first off, do you already use High Level?
I do not.
Okay. So let me show you what I mean real quick. But like as a SaaS product, you need like so many of these basic things that pretty much every piece of software has. High Level has all of them. It has more than any other one that I'm aware of, and I'm a master of this stuff. So like you can drop a link in here. You can like create your menu link. So you can have like one for your main feature, which is like the thing that makes you guys different. And then you can organize everything else in here for clients and for your employees. So you've got like calendar systems, billing systems, everything else that you would need. There's actually 42 types of software High Level replaces for 97 a month after a 30-day free trial. And so like it helps you rapidly develop and deploy SaaS products without having to worry about it greatly reduces the development time for you to bring this to fruition. And you can do integration on the back end between your platform and then Go High Level using my Zapier and Make integration that I built when I learned how to code. They've got like hundreds of API calls. As you know, Make is one of the cheapest options for rapid integration. So tell me, like, what feature brought your interest? Are you looking to use this to bring in new clients for your software, or was it some other feature?
So, I literally, so to give you an understanding where I'm at right now, I literally just checked my email and I kind of just glanced over the email and it said to click on home. And I don't want, forgive me if I 100% don't know what's going on, but
yeah,
it just said something about artificial intelligence, and
yeah,
that's kind of all I know right now. So
that's
I don't,
cool.
I'm sorry if I don't know everything that what
You're
we're
fine.
talking to have context.
I'll give you an overview real quick, and then for people that it's their first time, I'm gonna send out this link right after this meeting where it's got my master class, which is like a longer video where I give a more like broad introduction to what High Level is. Go High Level, it has this thing called AI Employee that can automatically create and run and manage your ad campaigns on Facebook or Google. It also has a system that can book all your appointments. I booked over 200 appointments this morning for this meeting after 10:30 a.m. between 10:30 and 2. So it'll book all your appointments, AI voice and AI over all other channels, and it'll build your websites with AI for $1 instantly. They have thousands of templates in their library. There's over 2 million businesses on this platform, and I'm one of 300 people certified on the platform by the platform. And I was one of the first 100. So it's like a huge platform with a huge community, a huge app marketplace, and it does those AI features, but it also replaces 42 other software tools. And so I'm going to show you guys real quick what this looks like, and then I'll send you guys all the link later. But basically, I have a bunch of I'm a sponsored certified affiliate, so I give away a ton of bonuses when you start a trial through my link. So $0. And if I can't save you or make you 90, more than it costs in 30 days. You can cancel, no risk. But here's what I'm pushing you guys to. This is the survey. Wait, I don't think I shared my screen. Lance, I'm glad you're on here because I forgot to share my screen.
Yeah, what the hell's going on
What's
here?
going on? I don't know. That's what I need you here for. Good to see you, man. So this is a survey, guys, and there's this page, which we give out on the meeting because we don't want to distract you. But after the meeting, I'm going to send out this page, and they have the same FAQs at the bottom. I've added a new section of video in here, right here, where I cover basically everything I'm saying on this master class or on this mastermind, but in a really really quick fashion. And then down here, you can get all the information you need on my done for you services. On the tax credit, they can allow you to have us set everything up and you get 50% tax credit on everything we do for you. And then everything else, like this is really everything that you would need to know. I don't make it hard to get the information. And then all you have to do to get a one-on-one with me is book a 15-minute call. But start a trial, and then I'll give you a 15-minute call. And guys, here's all the bonuses that I give away. This stuff is truly worth, like, I've paid $40,000 for less than this multiple times. And so I know that sounds crazy, but it's 100% true. And it's made me way more than that back. So check these out, and then you can use this form to help you start a trial through my link. The form is right here, and it's also the same thing you're getting right here. This is the 42 tool checklist. I'll pull that up and show you guys real quick. It's got every piece of software. There's still things that are not even on here, guys. Like the AI Ads Manager, I don't think is on here. And it's an AI website builder. So it's, and like you can have unlimited websites on your site with under the 97 a month subscription. You can get 3 businesses on the 97 plan. Each of those businesses can have unlimited websites. There's a huge savings. So if you just go through this list, you're going to say, okay, shoot, I'm spending this much here, this much there. And you can see, like, I'm going to save, $5,000 this year by switching over. It's very, very common. You can either migrate this stuff yourself or you can have us migrate it. So I see Dr. NG and I see Durain Machette. I'd love for you guys to tell me where you're located and what brought you here, man. What are you guys trying to learn? You can pop off mute for me. There we go. Durain, how you doing, bro?
Hey, how's it going? Yeah, my name is Duran.
Duran.
Yeah, I found out about it. Yeah, I'm in the real estate and marketing businesses, so trying to do some cold calls, possibly with a system like this. Probably mix into some other things. I used to do IT consulting, so I'm doing some words a little bit harder.
You're good.
Yeah, I used to do IT consulting, so right now, just getting accustomed to AI. There's a lot of AI products that are out here now. The follow-up thing is really great, when the business is, makes it easier because it works 24/7 for you.
Yeah, bro. I don't know if you heard me say, like, 3 times a week, I book over 100 appointments from 10:30 to 2 p.m. So today, I sent out messages at 10:30. I've got about 225 people booked for this meeting, bro. And that's all AI, all in this $97 a month platform. And that's only scratching the surface of the features in this platform. So, like, I will tell you, though, like, when it comes to cold outbound, like, you say you're real estate, like wholesaling? There's one platform that I know a guy in here is using with some success. One of my clients, and he comes an hour early almost every time to the meeting session before this. One of the bonuses you guys get when you start a trial through my link is you can come and get personal coaching from me 3 times a week. I'm on here for an hour before this session. But there's this thing called Prop AI he uses that is doing pretty well for calling outbound. In general, though, like, technically cold calling with AI is illegal. And so the carriers are going to try to stop you. It's kind of an uphill battle because but this one company is doing pretty well at it. So I'm happy to connect you with him. In general, I like to stick to doing things, all Facebook ads, and then use AI to book them after so that it's fully legal. And that way you have no friction, bro. Because like once you have that going and you're profitable on your ads and you can use outreach legally to hit them from text, emails, AI calls, that's when the doors open up. And once you're profitable, even if if you're profitable on ads, you can scale it infinitely. There's nothing that's going to stop you. No carriers are going to shut you down. And that's how I've scaled 3 businesses to 6 figures a month on this thing in the past 3 years.
Hey, Duran, do you do any ads right now? Are you running any ads right now?
No, guys, I got a couple of companies that are, one is trying to help me raise money, and one is trying to help me implement a virtual assistant type of thing in order to make phone calls and follow up with people.
Yeah.
Guys know it's a numbers.
Well,
So,
Rob, kind of tell them about kind of where you started with the credit repair, how much you seeded that, and where it went to. I mean, that's a huge thing. And mainly you just doubled on what you had, which is a great.
So I put in like the credit business was the one I scaled bigger than any other one. Right now, I just sold that business to my partner, but we had over 2,000 subscribers, and they have 80 employees in that company right now. I started with 10. My partner, he quit the day job because I had my solar company, which was in Forbes last year. He quit, and then but he wanted to do his own thing. But I was like, bro, I'd rather do it with you than without you. I'll do the systems, and I'll give you put 10 grand in for 50%. And so I did, and then we flipped. I think it was like we had two VAs, and then he was the closer. So the two VAs were maybe 1,000 or something like that a month. And then I put 4 grand into ad spend, I believe. I think it was just 4 grand, and we flipped that up to 50 grand a month in ad spend.
Wow.
So like paid ads that's the only way you're going to get to multiple 6 figures a month. Like I really kind of believe that. It's really hard to do by managing cold outbound. This is my man right here. He's doesn't have a shirt on, so this is the guy that just bought half the business from me.
Hey, side note, I got a friend out here. His name is Mike. You got a twin. You look just like Mike.
Wow, no way. You gotta send me a picture,
you
man.
got a twin. You got a twin, man. I'm telling you.
It's a doppelganger. Doppelganger.
Well, Wilf, I
Mike,
remember Duran. I want to make sure I greet everybody here real quick, bro. But pleasure to meet you, and like, please start a trial and book a call with me, bro. There's a lot of stuff in here that can help you, even if you're using VAs to do the cold outbound. This thing is free for 30 days, then 97 a month. I promise you, it's worth way more than that. And I can help give you a custom plan. So I see. Who else is new?
You got Wilf and Dr. NG, or have they been in here, bro?
Wilf, I've seen before, but I can't remember where we left off. And then I see Kay McLean, who's new, and I see Dr. NG. I don't know how to pronounce it, but I'd love to speak with either one of you guys if you can come off mute and let me know like the main thing I can help you with. What you want, what you came to learn, what caught your interest.
No, I am right now. I would just want to know how to use AI. Because I'm the business consultant for in Asia.
Okay.
Yeah.
Cool.
I live in North America.
Okay. You in Canada?
Yeah, in Canada.
Yep. Cool. Well, I'm glad you're on here, man.
I try to use AI to implement my business. A business coach.
Okay. Yeah.
Health coach, some sort. Actually, I'm not doing the coach. I'm training the people, especially young people in Asia. They start a business.
This is an international platform we're talking about here. So it's a great one that you can use to coach in Asia. And you can see, like, I've used this to go from me doing one-to-one consultations and having an 80-man appointment setting and sales team to now running one-to-many. So I've got my master class, which is my webinar. And then 3 times a week, I text my entire list, email my entire list, call them with AI to get them onto these meetings. And it's just like, that blows away, and then Go High Level also. So this is all in Go High Level. And then I also have there's a course system in Go High Level. You guys are going to get access to it, but it's got everything you would need as a coach to teach these people in Asia how to use this platform and make money with it. And it would be all that you would need to run that business, and manage all the systems. So
yeah,
you already have.
Go ahead, Rob.
Go ahead.
No,
you already have.
Oh, go ahead.
Shoot, Lance.
No, I was just going to interject the thing as far as you're talking about it worldwide. There's over 100 different languages in the Chat GPT, the AI chatbot right now, which is amazing. So it's not to one area or one language. They're taking this thing over, and they already have. But the chatbots is one of the cool things that is really neat out there that can really change your business, make it more efficient and easier to run and be more effective.
Yeah, I think they just rolled out multiple languages, even on the AI voice. So Sorry, swallowing. This platform will do AI voice inbound with any with like a bunch of different languages, and they also have multiple languages not for the interface itself. So for the person using it, the employee or business owner, you can switch the languages, and then the text channels for your clients, it'll also have multiple languages. So it's a big company, and they've got a lot of features that can help. Do you have any specific questions or anything like that, or are you looking to start a trial and get on a call with me one-on-one? Doctor?
Yes. Yeah.
I was wondering if there's any specific questions you have, or if you're ready to go ahead and start a trial for 30 days and get a call with me one-on-one.
The only thing I is create the products to sell. What I'm going to do, I have a great network in Asia. And good reference because I did so many big company in Asia, and I have a very good reference. But now because the AI, what I think is the trend, and easy for me because I'm going to retire. But, I don't want to travel a lot at this moment because every year I travel a lot, except the COVID. 4 years. I just went back from. I just came back from Asia, and I go back there next month.
Okay.
And I want to create just digital training on online training, basically.
Yeah, I know what you're saying.
So that I create it, and I don't need to talk by myself because all my business is offline.
Right.
Offline, but I'm not a technical guy, so that's the problem. But I found I use the AI now for writing a business plan, and this things is quite easy, and not time.
Makes it much easier.
Much easier. So
much easier.
Right now, I take a look at different AI video, AI picture, and everything. So I want to combine a platform for using AI to help my students to start their business. Because a lot of people they don't know how to start business.
They don't.
Yeah, they don't. From 0 to 1. Even they have AI, but especially but now I can use AI to help 1,000 students.
Yeah, you can scale yourself really well.
But in the past, maybe 10 or 5.
Right.
So busy. Yeah, a lot of work. Yeah.
What I would recommend, because I can give you a personal plan, is just click that link and follow the steps to start a trial. It's free, and I can help you see if this is going to work for you. And if it doesn't, you can cancel with no charge, and I'll still meet with you one-on-one. I know you're not highly technical, but I'll do everything I can to help you get a plan together. And if it's not the right fit, then we'll go from there, and you can cancel. So I want to make sure I greet everybody else in here. Jan, I don't think I've seen you before either. Jan, can you come off mute and let me know where you're located and the main thing that you're hoping to learn here? And Wilf, I can't remember, bro, if you already signed up with me and have a trial or if you're not yet. I know we've spoken multiple times, but I'm drawing a blank on where we left off. You can come off mute. Jan's texting in the chat. Wilf, do you mind reminding me?
Sorry, I was clicking the wrong icon to come off mute. So, yeah, I've been on one of your webinars probably sometime around Christmas. So my scenario is I'm ready to go. So I'm looking to sign up to GHL. Having said all of that, the familiar story seems to be the story of overwhelm. So I'm a solopreneur on this journey, and as part of my process of learning, I've become overwhelmed and confused. Having said that, I'm clear on what I want to do. So I've got a market, and I just want to offer AI voice, chatbot, and reputation management. I don't want to really sell the GHL platform as a SaaS platform.
Right.
I just want to productize those 3 services primarily. And truthfully, I'm just going to focus on voice AI. So here's where I'm at. I'm stuck now on the next steps, and I'm stuck on the automation component. So I've played with the tools. I know how to set up a voice agent through the AI employee, etc. But once a prospect engages, I don't have the automation set up, and I suppose I need a snapshot of some sort.
Right.
But at the
So
end
you
of the
already
day,
have HighLevel or no? That's one part I'm confused on.
I was on a trial, so I
Okay.
tested
Okay. How long ago was that?
back in December, January.
Okay. So it has to be 90 days from your last HighLevel agency account for you to become affiliated under somebody new.
Okay.
So you can restart at the 97 if that's what you were on, and we can check to see if it goes to me or not, but there's a chance it won't. So you may need to go up to 297 or turn on AI Employee Unlimited for your sub account, which would be 97 a month, in addition to restarting your trial. And they may not give you another trial. Either way, you could also try a new card, email, and phone, but you're gonna have to have a new cell phone, new email, and new card. That would be the only way to bypass that. But the form right there, that'll get you in. And so I would just say try starting a trial with new information if you can. If it doesn't work, then the form will show you can either upgrade to 297 or the 97, and we'll give you my snapshot. We've got a course that's really smooth to set up my supercharged AI employee snapshot, which does all the things you're talking about. And I also have a course that covers integrating outbound voice if you would like to, but I can tell you, I would highly not recommend that. It's going to take you twice as long to set things up, and you're going to be having upset clients all the time.
You're preaching to the choir.
Yeah.
I agree.
Cool. If you do inbound voice, you're in the sweet spot. Just stick and you can totally not mention HighLevel's brand. You can have it just your brand, just sell those features, keep it narrow. And if you go ahead and get through that process, even if you can't get through that process, bro, just click that link, book a 15-minute call. And as long as you're okay, if you're not able to get affiliated under me, doing AI employee for 97 a month, it's just 97. I'm going to give you all my snapshots, coaching and everything, and a one-on-one call. Just book the call in there, bro. If you're not sure how to do it, to get, in the cheapest way possible, and I'll help you get it done on that call.
So you're pointing to a link. Is it the QR code that you're telling me to? Okay. Fair enough.
And the link is also in the chat right here. So if you're on a cell phone and you can't get it, just click right there in the chat. And then all the questions you could possibly have are in the FAQs at the bottom of that link. Now, Carolyn, I think I may remember you. Where are you calling from? I'm not sure if we've spoken before. I don't know if you can come off mute. If you can't, drop me a chat and let me know the main thing that you want to learn so I can see if I can help you. Maybe she's not looking at her phone. Who knows? I'm going to prompt it to unmute you. There's also a possibility that you don't realize you're muted. And I can't see your video, so I don't know. She could be talking right now. But I think I've now exhausted all possibilities I can think of. So, so drop me a chat if you, and let me see who else we got.
Hey, real quick on Wilf, that's a great one on the AI. There's a lot of people that are doing what you're doing, what you want to do, that are doing really well with just that. So that the cool thing about Rob and his system is that you have Rob, which is a technical geek. He loves this stuff all day long. He can do the technical stuff. But the cool thing is he also has a 20-man team behind him that is a specialist in everything that is Go HighLevel. So if you need something, he has it available. Now, he makes everything available for you to do it yourself. But if you run into a problem or you get stuck or something goes haywire, his team is there to be able to help you.
Yeah. And Wilf, here's another big thing for all your clients. One thing that I've learned in the past month is that if you are offering AI automation services, you are making your business more accessible to people. Like, let's say it's a blind person. You setting up AI voice for your business makes your business more accessible to them. Just like a wheelchair ramp makes your business more accessible to people who are in wheelchairs. So there's two things. First off, if you don't have an accessible business, which means like the right widget on your website and all these things, you can be sued for having a not enough accessible site. And so in the drop down on that link I was just pointing out to you guys, I'm going to show you real quick. May as well share my screen real quick before
By the way,
Lance reminds
the
me.
link that I'm seeing in the chat, it's to a survey. Is that the link you're referring to?
Yep, it is. If you go down here, you'll see the rest of the stuff I'm talking about. And here is the ADA compliance tax credit. So first off, you're in a spot to be sued if you don't have a widget on your site that makes it where it will read everything on it, increase the font size, all that kind of stuff. And second off, all of our work, website work, video editing work, because we always put captions on it, setting up your ads, because they're going to have captions on it, setting up your AI voice, text channels, all that is fully applicable to this 50% tax credit the government gives you. So you can use this to allow your clients who you're doing the AI automation work for to receive the 50% tax credit on their work up to 5K a year. So it's a pretty big deal. And right here, I've got a document that walks you through everything with resources, the exact forms you fill out, proof of everything I'm saying. And then here is a link where you can actually get a widget where you can add it to your site. It'll automatically, that'll cover most of your bases for compliance, and it's $50 a month. There's just my affiliate link. And so you just basically put this on your client's site, make sure if you do videos for them, that they have captions, and then help them with AI voice and text channels, and all that work qualifies. So even if I'm setting up your website for you, you qualify for it. So really helpful for everybody. We already have the cheapest done for you rates in the industry for real, about 30% of what everybody else costs. And now I can say we're probably about 15% of the cost because we don't do recurring. We do a one-time bank of hours that never expires. And so like if you think about it, most agencies they're charging like maybe they do 10 hours to set up the first month. Probably not even that. Most of them is probably two or 3 hours. They're running ads for you, maybe 10. And then they don't really do anything after that. You're paying them 1,000 a month. So that's pretty high cost per hour. Pretty really damn high. And we just do one time bank of hours, 50% tax credit, literally way, 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 way cheaper. And you own everything. It's in your agency. So we're not cutting anything off if you don't pay. Like if you have a month where you're so busy you can't give us any instructions, unlike the VA or the agency, you're not gonna use any hours. You're not gonna get charged for that. That's why it's the best option out there. So I see Carolyn, Brad. I don't know if that's the Brad I spoke with earlier or not. Hans. Hans is new. Hans. And James Washburn.
James Washburn, yeah.
I'm excited we have so many new people. You guys pop off mute. Tell me where you're located and what the main thing you want to learn is. Oh, you're on mute, guys, in case you want. Oh, Brad, I think it's the same Brad I spoke with
it's Brad. We spoke earlier.
You got any questions, man? Yeah. Now that you've heard me for a second, you're welcome to ask.
Thanks. No, I'm absorbing, but I appreciate it. No, not right now.
No worries. Thank you, man. So Hans or James, I think you guys are maybe Steven. I'm not sure I've spoken with Steven. And then iPhone. I'll never remember if I've spoken with iPhone before. I've spoken with iPhone a million times.
There's a lot of iPhones that pop on.
Yeah. That guy's cool. But if you can, any of you guys come off mute, we're coming close to the end of the session. And I think some of you guys just jumped in, but I have a ton of resources where you can see everything that I just talked about in about 10 minutes. So I can get you guys the right links, make sure I point you in the right direction before we hop off. But I'd love to know like what your first and last name is so I can find you in the system and follow up. This form right here, if you click this link, it's also in the chat. If you go to the chat, that is going to have a mastermind survey where basically I'm asking you the same thing I'm asking right now. Like, what do you want to learn? What do you know about HighLevel? What's your business? And I'll send you some information if you fill that out. That just lets me know you were here, helps me give you a little more attention because we had 200 bookings for this meeting. I need to know who actually cares to get some help, and I'll help you. If you start a free trial, I'll give you a 15-minute one-on-one call, but it's a free trial, and I'm going to at least need that for a personal call. I'm going to send everybody out a link to book. So if you are cool starting a trial but couldn't figure out how, you can book a one-on-one with me. I'm going to send that out right after this meeting. And you guys are seeing right here how I handle over 1,200 bookings a week, all myself, no sales team. I went from having 80 employees to this. And I can literally give you this. You can click a link and download this into your business. A little bit of editing, obviously, your different offer, but basics are going to stay pretty much the same. I saw Hans sent me a message. I'm going to see what it was. What's up, bro? Tell me what kind of business you got. You can do it in chat if you can't talk, and then make sure if anybody else, Steven, iPhone, James wants to talk, feel free.
Yeah, I'm still.
What's going on, man? What kind of business you got?
Oh, this is Bill Shipley, immigration attorney.
Oh, Bill.
Bill's
I
back.
thought that was Hans that came off.
No,
Yeah,
no.
Bill.
I'll
Bill,
give Hans a chance if he wants to jump in.
I see Hans is talking about AI agencies. So, Hans, I don't know if you just heard me talk about that tax credit. I can't remember if you were on here when I did or not. But if you're an AI agency, that's one of the main things. And Bill, I'm super excited for what you said, and it's good. Like, I don't remember speaking to you on past meetings, and I just love that you've what you've picked up from the masterminds you've been on, and so I'm excited to help you, man. Marcus, and bro, pop off mute if you have a question. Yeah, what's up? You got anything? You're good. Marcus, brand new, I believe. Tell me where you're located and what you want to learn. You can come off mute real quick. Now, Steven, I see you came off.
Yeah, go ahead, Steven.
Go ahead, bro.
We talked earlier.
Okay.
I'm in Santa Fe, New Mexico, Rob.
I remember now.
Yep.
Cool. Do you have any questions? Are you good? You good to go?
No questions right now.
All right. Sounds good, man. Shoot, Wilf.
Yeah, I've been looking for a raise your hand feature on here and I can't find it, but it's sort of a granular question I have, I suppose. So it might be out of the context for the purpose of this meeting. But the question is about GHL, AI, employee pricing, the unlimited pricing. So when is it prudent to use that unlimited pricing? And the second thing is, what does it include? So it would include your voice AI time, but does it also extend to the texting and whatever goes on in the chat widget? And so what features of GHL are incorporated into the unlimited AI employee?
Yeah. Best way to see that is just go into your AI agents. You have to do this to register anyway, to get affiliated with me. If you are already, this is the cheapest way. If you're already on the 90, if you have been on the 97 and you don't have a new card, email, phone, what you're going to do is you're going to go right here into AI employee settings in your agencies view. You're going to hit manager offer. And here's everything you were asking about. So here are the costs of all the things that AI employee covers. All this uses tokens, right, from OpenAI. So if you go unlimited, you get unlimited of all these things. And, once you're doing some volume and you're getting a good number of leads coming through your business, clients reaching out, or you're running some big reactivations, like sending messages back to old leads, the AI is going to need to interact with them when they respond. And 2 cents a message is pretty steep at scale. That can run up real quick. So, if you want to get access to everything I have and you're already on the 497, or you just don't want to go all the way up to the 297, you can get access to my stuff this way. The way it works, guys, you can upcharge your clients so they can come in and start using it and playing with it without it being expensive for them, without having to go 97 more. But you could still do 1.5x, right? And you can still tell them, yeah, it's 97 a month. The rest is usage based. They're not going to know. And that's still really cheap compared to a person. Just to give you guys some perspective, a human sending a text, it's going to take a minute. Any person you're employing, first off, they're not sending a text every minute of the day. But even if their job is just to be a DM appointment setter, I've done the math. It's going to break down to it's going to cost you 50 cents a text. No joke. So, and it's going to cost you 50 cents a minute on the voice too. So this is way, way cheaper. And if you go over here, and then whenever they want to upgrade, whenever that gets more, you can make it so that it gets expensive for them so that they choose to do this. You can mark this up. The minimum is 97. And the way AI employee works is you see the minimum is 97, but I'm going to keep giving you guys the best features. And that, for instance, what makes my snapshot supercharged, normally HighLevel's AI cannot answer questions and book up. The email doesn't have AI. It won't book appointments. It won't respond with AI. Mine does, because I built a workflow that does it. And so if you use my supercharged snapshot, it will be able to do that. It also unifies the memory of the WhatsApp, SMS, email, Facebook, Instagram, web chat. It's going to unify the memory of those conversations with the AI voice, which is not normal. That's not out of the box. And it also creates a memory of old voice conversations. So if they call back, it's going to remember what they told it last time. And that is stuff that I've learned over the past 4 years. I'm obsessed with AI, and that is just one fraction of the things that I'm bringing into the system that nobody else is going to have. So you're not going to find another agency that has a system that does that. Definitely not one that's certified by HighLevel and has been a guest speaker on their masterclass for sure. So you can get access to all my stuff. Like Go HighLevel is going to give me 40% of that 97. So it costs you nothing more. You only pay it, like it only goes to me if your client does upgrade. Now to get access to my stuff, you don't just have to have your code here. You also have to turn it on in one account. So after you do that, you're going to head over to the sub account and you're going to go to the reputation management. And you need to leave this on. If it comes off, like I'll shut off your integrations that you get access to. Like I have an integration for Make and Zapier that have over 100 calls. It's the best integration apps that exist for HighLevel. I made them when I learned how to code a couple years ago. And they've got hundreds of actions. It's going to be the best integrations you can get. But like you need to keep it on for one sub account because I'm only making $40 a month, guys, and I worked really hard on this stuff. So you need to leave it on for me to continue to give you access. But you turn it on for one sub account and you've had access to my stuff. So if you go into reputation management after you've entered my code, like I think I kind of skipped over it before I showed you guys too much. But when I was on that screen where I was setting up the offer pricing, there was a place where my code was entered. You have to hit edit code, put mass market AI, save. You probably want to drop the price to 97 if you're just doing this to get access to my stuff because there's no need for you to upcharge yourself. And then where is this? You go into settings and it's right here at the bottom once this loads. I don't know why this is going so slow. There we go. Right here. So then you'll just put a card in, bam, you've got access to my stuff. To recap the bonuses one time, I guess I may as well do that before we hop off, guys. I'm gonna send everybody who booked for this meeting a message with the link to this page where you can check this out later. Down here, here's all the bonuses. So like if you want to recap these, you get a 15-minute call, extended 30-day trial. It's normally 14 days. Coupon for your first month of the pro plan if you're upgrading to $497. You get 3 weekly group coaching sessions a week that are an hour long, and we get through everybody on those meetings. So you're definitely going to be able to get the support you need. And you can come there for help with your copy because it's not just about the technical side, guys. I'm not just a master of the technical side. I was #1 in an appointment setting at the biggest digital marketing firm in the world, web.com, in my first month. And my first sale I closed was the biggest deal in channel history. So I was #1 at the biggest firm in the world when I first started. Now I've spent 10,000 hours in it. And so I can help you with your copy a lot and the technical side. So that's the best thing to do. Like you can have my team help you set stuff up or you can set it up. But if you're not getting conversion, it could be because of your copy. And so bring it to me on those meetings. I'll revise it with you and I'll make sure it converts. I highly doubt there's many people that have done more work than AI voice than me or text. So just because I've been doing it since the beginning and I've been doing it a lot since this stuff came out. But if you go in here, I think I covered most of the bonuses. It's actually 3 courses. One of them is the new one that's really easy to set up all your inbound booking and all the supercharged features I mentioned. You get access to my now 10,500 member community. You can ask for support in there at any time. You can drop a Loom video. My team will reply, give you support on any issue you're having. Even if you just start a trial with me, you don't have to have a done for you pack. And then you get my SaaS template, which is my website template. And you're going to get access to the affiliate program. So if you this is the non-client session, you can come see me 3 times a week on the client session, ask me questions, have your friends join us on this session, and then I'll close them with your Go HighLevel affiliate link if it's a new trial. And then if they go high ticket, the reason I do that is because if you're under me, I get a 5% override. So you get 40%, I get 5% when I close them with your link. And then if they go high ticket and do a done for you bank, which starts at 2K and goes up to 10K, and that's what's eligible for this tax credit, you're going to get 20% of that. So if you're just getting started and want to make some money in the beginning before your trial's up, just send them to me. I'll close them on these calls, and then you'll get the payout. So it help us all grow really quickly together. There's not another affiliate that'll do that. There's no other affiliates that are going to meet with you 3 times a week. So if you're looking into starting an account with Go High Level, I would love to help you. I really care about, this tool has dug me out of some ditches. I know you guys have all been in a time where you didn't know what to do. And sometimes I've had so many situations where I had my back against the wall. And this tool right here has been the shovel that I dug myself out with. It's really the best Swiss Army knife I've ever had. And I'm passionate about helping other people do the same thing. And it's so inexpensive that almost anybody can use this tool to get what they want and to provide for their family. So we're here at the end, guys. I'm going to open it up one more time for some final questions, and then we'll break, and I'll be back on Saturday. I'll be here on my Saturday morning with you guys to show you, like, that's how much I care. And if you have any questions, let's get them out, and then I'll wait like 2 or 3 minutes here, and then I'll see you guys on Saturday.
What about integrations?
Integrations? So I give you guys. Oh, go ahead.
So I can be specific.
Right? Yeah. Mm-hmm.
The reason I am not using my Go High Level is because I went to my local business, the Chamber of Commerce. I found 1,000 businesses that didn't have websites, wasn't using any of this. And so I started pitching them, and I started pitching them about
good job, bro.
August, and it took easily 2 months to build a relationship, so that by November I started getting buy-ins, but people didn't really start. I didn't really get traction until about January, right? I thought that I could get my Go High Level up and going. So I got through setting up my agency. I got through setting up my email, but then I got to the last 5 things on the 30-day setup, which is the website, the email, the calendar integration, the custom values. That threw me for a loop. And then
that's how we do the memory systems, like custom fields and custom values. But yeah, it took me a second for me to understand it too.
And then lastly, all I needed was to put together 3 automations, right? Missed call, text back,
appointment reminders, no show flow.
Yeah. Okay. So okay. Now
I'm with you.
Okay. I have the customers from my local Chamber of Commerce, but I couldn't deliver. Right? The reason I'm here is because of the email that you sent me. Right? And I was like, okay, if this guy can do this, and then he's gone beyond that, and then
high level, like, let me tell, like, I never understood any of this stuff either, bro. I come from a cold call, door knocking background. I started using this stuff to manage my businesses, and it was 4 years of me just figuring out what automations were, trying to use it to manage my call center. And I didn't even understand what SaaS was. And one day I'm like, you know what? If I could use AI to send people this right after a meeting, I'd be able to save so much time. And I just went down a rabbit hole, and AI taught me how to code. And then my understanding of software just grew to a whole different level. But so tell me what you're really struggling with here. Do you think you just need to, I think if you were able to come to see me on these weekly group calls I have for clients, that I could help you with everything you're having trouble with. But it sounds like maybe there's some technical issues on these automations you're having.
Okay. The 5 things that I just mentioned are still sitting in my Go High Level account. They're waiting for me to put my credit card back in.
Okay. Gotcha.
Right. Now,
how long ago did your HighLevel account go off?
I think it was like January 31st. It was very close to that.
Well, you're gonna either need to upgrade or use my code for AI employee because you're gonna still be tied to your old affiliate if it hasn't been 90 days. But if you do that, bro, like, or if you just go done for you. If you go done for you, I'll give you access to all my stuff, no problem. We have financing available, but my team can set this stuff up for you, or I can help you. But like, bro, calendars, no show flows, reminders, and there was a couple other things you mentioned. Now I'm blanking, even though I listed them off. Missed call, text back. That's
now those are the
you.
three automations that I have already sold.
Okay.
Right. But I still
how much are they paying you, bro?
I was charging $1,000 for a setup and $297 a month.
Right.
That's a great price point. So here, my team can set way more than that up in 3 hours. And I don't know if you saw this about the tax credit, but your clients are eligible for this tax credit too. You can get a bank of hours. Like the minimum we have is 25 hours for 2,000.
Right.
And 25 hours is enough for us to set up those automations you're talking about. Everything you just mentioned, we could set up a new account with everything you just mentioned in 1 hour. 1 hour flat. And so that would be 25 accounts you could set up, bro. You could just sit back and sell deals is what you should be focused on, honestly.
Now, you didn't know this, but you know, that when I was young, I started this whole thing at Time Life magazine, right? And I figured out how to, in a 4-hour period, how to sell 90 to 125 magazines. Now, this was in 1980. There was no such thing as an auto dialer.
Okay.
You did it with your hands.
Marcus,
right?
you were the auto dialer. What are you talking about?
That's how I started too, bro. We were using regular click to call.
If in college you ever had that work for Time Life magazine selling the magazine.
I remember that, man. Yeah.
Right? So you know, going from the Time Life, you know, all the way to Sports Illustrated, right? That was my introduction. I went from there to selling insurance. Right?
Sales is the sauce. That's like, you know, sales is one of those things where if you apply yourself, you can overcome, you can accomplish, you get out of it what you put into it, and there's really no ceiling on it.
No,
you know what else is a lot like that?
Primerica back before you were born, before you were born. And I did good. I wasn't great. I wasn't the star. Right? But I was able to feed my family. Now, I had enough understanding of just basic sales to first learn the pitch, because I looked at all 25 of the things that they offer. I was like, okay, which one of these can I definitely sell? Which one do people need the most? And so I went to build my customers before I sat down putting together all of this electronic stuff, right? Because I went to the presentation from what they were telling me, I was supposed to be able to get this done in 30 days. That's bullshit.
Oh, you can do it.
I worked hard on that. No.
Yeah.
I worked hard on that.
So my team can have all of those done in 2 days. And I can do myself, I can hop on and do that in 1 hour. So the HighLevel certification test, basically they're doing exactly what you're saying. You got to put a website up, booking form, no show, missed call, text back, and then appointment reminders. And so they had a proctor come on and they watched me do it. You have to do it, and it has to work perfectly in 1 hour. So it can be done, and that's but you know how hard it is to get that proficient so that you can do that. My team is that proficient. And so when you get an hour of their time, it's a very, very high value. But either way, bro, I can also show you how to do it. Our course will walk you straight through that. Have you seen HighLevel has a ton of courses on setting this stuff up. I think one thing that could help you, they have this new list of white labeled setup videos. It's on YouTube. It's called like Lead Connector Setup. We've got a link to it in our community. Now this is not even from me, but this is just something HighLevel has, and it's got sections on every one of those things you just talked about. But I promise you, bro, you can get that done in an hour. Are you in a position where you can just have my team come on and do it, bro? Because like if you've got how many clients did you say that are ready to do 297?
Shit, man. You mean I gotta go back and eat crow and kiss ass.
Yeah, I know.
Marcus,
no,
the bottom line, Marcus.
This is just real, right? Because they were depending on me.
Yeah.
Here, so we're at the end of the call, bro. But if you wanna start a trial, I know I can send you videos that'll show you how to do it. I can help you get them back. I can set it up for you. We can do all you got to do is reinitiate your trial and do AI employee through this little QR code or through the link in the chat. And I'll get a 15-minute call one-on-one with you, and we can make a plan to get you to win. I already know, bro. Trust me, I've done the same. I've made mistakes and had to fix it too. I'm a pro of that. When it comes to, things don't always go perfect with clients, especially when you're trying new things. But the stuff you're working on, that is not even the new stuff, bro. That's the stuff that we can get really, really smooth. So I'm excited for you to get a call, bro. All you need to do is basically it's $100 minimum over just your Go HighLevel subscription.
That's me in the chat. That's my number.
You got to book a trial for me to do a one-on-one call. They cost $100 if you don't book a trial. So you're better off starting. Go ahead.
Here's what I'll do.
But I can help you do it if you're. I can get on a call with you.
I'm not asking you for something for free. That's not.
Yeah.
No.
You're good. Go ahead.
I have a skill set, right? I can close a normal business, right? And that's what I do. What I don't have is all of the back end techie hook up the shit.
Yeah.
Right now, committing whatever money. Okay, I got it. I understand. You spent time. You want to get paid. You're a young man. Man, I have no problem with that. Right?
Yeah.
Me committing and then being able to deliver not just to the people that I've already talked to. I got to go back. I'm maintaining my relationship with the executive director of the Chamber of Commerce, and then the local politician who essentially gave her a little
word on
encouragement, right? I have to undo and then redo.
Right.
So if I committed $500 a month and we got this up and going, right, then I'm good. If I committed $500 a month and we don't get this up and going, I now have to look at my family in the face. I'm not a kid. I got kids in college.
Well, let me help. Maybe this will help you feel a little more comfortable. So if you go to Go HighLevel's directory right here, let me share my screen. And our minimums we don't do 500 a month. It would be minimum 2K for done for you. And then that gives you 25 hours. So it has to be all up front. And that would be the minimum. But I can show you why you can trust me. There are 3 out of the 2 million business owners. There's 2 million businesses in HighLevel using it. There's 60,000 agencies. How many people do you think are certified on the platform?
I don't know.
There's only 300, and I was one of the first 100. If you go right here in the HighLevel agency dashboard, in the partners directory, you can find a partner. You can search. It's 360 now. Robbie's. There we go. And so I'm one of 300 out of 2 million. And I built 3 businesses, 6 figures a month in this platform. And I'm sponsored by Go HighLevel. So they reached out to me. I'm a guest speaker on their masterclass. This is them interviewing me right here. So you don't have anything to worry about in terms of setting up normal stuff like that. This is what I do. I'm one of the best at it. I'd love to help you, bro. And so, like, if you want more clarity on our options, and
I'm
this
not,
is the best.
I don't have a problem paying you for what you do. And I'm not doubting.
I'm also happy to help you do it yourself too.
Right.
But I know you've got a lot of work ahead to get those things right, and I know it's important, and you don't want to mess up again. I understand that. I've been through it. It took me. There's a lot of mistakes that come along the way of getting as far with HighLevel as I have. And I understand exactly how you're feeling right now. I've been in your exact position.
I don't have the advantage of being able to make mistakes again. Right?
Yeah.
I've got
well, then
I was supposed to
in
have
your
it right
situation,
the first time.
I would say like then the best thing to do then is have my team handle it for you, and then you can have us behind you to make sure it's going to go right this time. And that'll give you the push you need, get the revenue in the door. And then if you want to start doing things yourself again, you can, or you can just focus on selling. But I know for a fact my team can get all that stuff fixed.
Because
I don't know how many
I've built a great reputation over my lifetime.
Right.
And then I spoke to just under 1,000 business owners, and I've got about 300 business owners that were right at that point where they were ready to buy.
I'll help you reactivate those and make it right.
You can get to the end of your career and screw up your reputation if you do not deliver. So the reason I gave you my number is not because I don't want to pay you, or because I'm not going to follow the rules. What I wanted to talk to you about is specifically in detail what it is that I've got to do so that that can get done in a specific time frame, so that what I tell people is exactly what happens.
Right.
It's got, I understand you want to make money. That's why you're having a sales call, right? That's why we're all here. I don't have a problem with that. And I don't have a problem paying you. I don't have a problem opening my account. I just need to be able to deliver.
Yeah.
Period.
100%. And I'm going to give you like a ton of support. I don't know if you heard me say I do like 3 group calls per week where we can talk and stuff like that. And I'm happy to give you a call if you're like, and just help you get everything set up. And rather than having you go to the group calls where I already set time aside to talk to everybody every week. But if you want me to just call you and help you get this thing set up and you're sure you're ready to move, I'll call you and we'll get this thing rolling, and I'll make sure you know exactly what's going to happen. And we'll get a plan in place later this afternoon. Does that sound good?
Right now, yeah. Now, can you see, I'm at the senior center using their computer because I was carrying my computer when it was freezing cold, and the, what do you call it? The power cord froze. So when I tried to pull it out, it had frozen, and I messed up my PC. So I have to come here. So I will be back here tomorrow at 11 o'clock.
Okay. We can book one for tomorrow at 11. You got your cell phone, right? I'm going to send out a text to everybody with my one-on-one booking calendar. You can just grab yourself a time.
That's my cell number.
Okay.
That's my cell number. But my cell, it's hard for me to see, like, be on these Zoom calls with this. Right?
Yeah. We can just talk on the phone. We're good.
Yeah.
So I'll send out a link to your phone in just a minute. Grab the spot for 11 a.m. tomorrow. I will try to remember to go and book it, but I'm going to have a lot of stuff going on right after this meeting. So I'm going to send the first thing I'm going to do when I get off this meeting is send the link to everybody. So you can grab a one-on-one time, and I'm sending it to everybody who's sure that they're ready for me to help. They can just go ahead and grab a one-on-one time with me, because I know sometimes going through the survey and this QR code is a little confusing. So, that's to try to make it easy. Marcus, I appreciate you so much, bro. I understand how it feels to want to make that right, and I'm going to help you do it. So,
does anybody have any questions?
Yep. Anybody else got anything before we jump? I think I don't think there's anybody else in here I haven't spoken to besides Carolyn, who's been patiently listening, and I don't think I met her before. All right, guys. Awesome. Thanks, Marcus. Thanks, everybody else. Thank you, Lance. I'll see you guys very shortly. No problem. Bye, guys.